Greetings to all of you. I'm signing for a 4-minute video, just real quick. I haven't really showed or played any Gary V lately, but I want to this time for a particular reason.
Constantly being pulled in every direction while you search online for the perfect funnel for your coaching business. Slowly stretch.
If you're asking me what can an e-commerce business learn from VFriends and VCon, the answer is brand over everything. Brand is the ultimate way to sell. I day trade attention and build businesses. Legacy is greater than currency. I'm a purebred entrepreneur for real, for real, for real. Like, document. We are wrapping up here in Brisbane. Very successful 3-city tour. Lots of good content, lots of great memories. Gary someone. Gary someone. We're at the place where in the middle of Brisbane, I can get a Gary someone. Brand is being built. Once in a blue moon, out of nowhere, I'll give an insight to why I created a character. One of my favorite things about VFriends, I wanted to create characters that are ironic to belief systems today. That's why the black cat is the logo. The very, 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 very lucky black cat. That's like in complete contrast to black cats being unlucky. The reason I created self-aware hair, the process of living life to become more self-aware, to then be able to live comfortably within yourself and accept yourself is funny because the hare loses to the tortoise. The hare's the fast one. The tortoise beats the hare, and that's why I created self-aware hair.
How it's been so far in Australia?
Very good. It's
Really? Have you been to Melbourne?
I've been to Melbourne, Sydney, and now Brisbane all in the last 48 hours, so it's been great.
How do you tell the difference between like someone just having a bad day versus someone that's genuinely just not a good person?
Sustained truth.
What do you mean?
The first time somebody's like genuinely not a good person to me, I default into it's just a bad day. When they sustain it for a long period of time, then I'm able to say this is really a flawed sitch. And I genuinely don't think anyone's bad. I think everyone's that's bad is in deep pain, and there's a way to fix it.
So then I guess first impressions is not really a thing for you?
Nope. Well, let me rephrase. First impressions are a thing for me. Jumping to conclusions and deciding who someone is off of a singular impression is one of the most intellectually, emotionally lazy activities a human can do, and it is now a global pandemic.
Fair enough.
Remember this back? How old are you? We don't remember this. We're gonna go up ourselves?
Yeah.
All right, we got it.
Yeah.
We're just kids in the neighborhood. We're not scared. Hello. How are you, gang? Good to see you.
Do you think platforms like Rumble and Twitter, because they don't obviously censor anything, do you think they'll start growing and overtaking the others, or do you reckon?
No, I don't think they'll overtake. I think you'll have options. And what gets censored changes over time too. My career, I could never be a big speaker in 2009 because I cursed too much and that I dressed too casual. And I left a lot of money on the table. Are you gonna change or are you just gonna be patient, and that becomes the game. You could also do what you're doing content-wise. You could make content that is beeping out or slightly more edited in social, but then drive them to your environment and be as crazy as fucking you want to be.
Well, that's literally what we do.
And as you should. So don't be philosophical or emotional about it. Double down on the truth. One of the biggest strengths I have is I leave my feelings at the door when I do business. Every minute that you two say, fuck, Meta or Instagram or TikTok is a second that you're not putting into creativity to drive people to go to your website.
Okay, we got it.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks so much for your time, Gary.
Dustin!
Just leave them, stick it to them.
Alright, Brisbane, for the last time on this tour, can you please get up on your feet and make some noise?
Thank you. How many people here are doing social media content for themselves or business or something of that nature? Raise your hands. Raise them high, I want to get a sense. If you are not doing Facebook Reels, you're missing a huge opportunity. So Facebook Reels is huge organic, similar to TikTok 4 years ago. I think LinkedIn is wildly underused. You know, people think LinkedIn is B2B business. If you're selling frisbees, you should be posting on LinkedIn. Those two are the underpriced attention. Then it becomes a game of best. One of my favorite other excuses, Ethan, is like people DMing me like, Gary, I need your help. I'm shadow banned. Then I click their account and look at their content. I'm like, got it. Go back to the DM. Hey brother, you're not shadow banned. You just suck. Everybody here wants to blame the algorithm. Oh, I'm not getting as much reach on my Facebook, on my Instagram. They just want ads, they want the money. No, the reach was free. Like, you post and people see it and they don't charge you. I'm just gonna say this nice and slow. Instagram's free. Do you know how insane that is? Go try to call the newspaper of this fucking town and ask them to put an ad in the paper for free. Go run a commercial on 7 for free. Go get a billboard on these nice little streets out there for free. It's fucking free. If it's free and everyone's there, then it becomes competitive. And instead of crying about the algorithm or all these other people, how about getting better at it? And better at it means knowing how to title your videos, what the thumbnail needs to look like, what the first 3 seconds should look like, the copy that you support it with, what time you post it, and what about putting in the hours of reading and testing and working to be good at it? You guys ready for questions? Hold on, that was such bullshit. Are you guys ready for questions?
So I experienced VCon, and at the start of VCon you talked around that journey that you said would go on from strangers to acquaintances to friends to family.
Yes.
And that was for me the epitome of VCon. I run a small agency working with Shopify. With all the wins that you've had through VFriends and all the collaborations, what do you think that e-commerce businesses can take from your learnings within building this community that are empowered to grow the brand themselves? You know, VCon has moved beyond you, beyond just the characters. What do you think e-commerce businesses can learn from that?
I mean, that brand is the ultimate way to sell. The reason most people that focus just on math and ads don't build the biggest things in the world is because the art and the communication and the emotion always outflanks the math. You need the math. Math is massively important. I'm obsessed with ads. But if you're asking me what can an e-commerce business learn from VFriends and VCon, the answer is brand over everything. And brand means storytelling and good intent and content with no expectation of a transaction in return on that day. Elizabeth, thank you so much!
Thank you so much.
Good stuff. I like that format a lot. I could do it all day. I love that sweater.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, what's your name?
I'm Charlie.
Charlie, such a pleasure.
Hi, that's so.
I hope you enjoyed today.
I did. I'm 17. I don't know what I'm doing with life.
No,
Very...
no 17-year-old does. No, not one. And the ones that think they do are going to change their mind along the way.
Yeah.
You got time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So well.
Right? Of course. Thank you, team.
Thank you so much.
Such a
Gary.
pleasure. My dude.
You. I started my own brand and it's done really well, and I wanted to give you this.
I love it.
Put it on.
I would love to. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. So nice meeting you. So nice seeing all of you. I already miss all of you. I'm fucking tired. About to walk in, see some VFriends.
Gary,
Hello, hello. I'm blown away about the concept of strangers becoming acquaintances. Tonight, many strangers are gonna become acquaintances. And then acquaintances become friends. And then friends become family. It's very real. The byproduct of this mission, the thought that it's gonna lead to fruitful relationships, means a lot to me. I'm gonna walk out of here and feel very blessed. And so, please, I encourage you to get to know each other. I love you guys. Thank you, thank you. We are wrapping up here. Headed to the airport in Brisbane. Very successful 3-city tour. Lots of good content, lots of great memories. My friends, with my new friends, my acquaintances. It was a good fucking show. I'm pumped. Instagram's free.
All right, there's a lot here. I want to go backwards real quick.
If you're asking me what can
Right here to 5 minutes and 21 seconds.
paper for free. Go run a commercial on 7 for free. Go get a billboard on these nice little streets out there for free. It's fucking free. If it's free and everyone's there, then it becomes competitive. And instead of crying about the algorithm or all these other people, how about getting better at it? And better at it means knowing how to title your videos, what the thumbnail needs to look like, what the first 3 seconds should look like, the copy that you support it with, what time you post it, and what about putting in the hours of
All right, so it's a lot of stuff here. I need you all to take a damn screenshot of this right now, immediately, because today's call is going to be a bit of a corrective call, and it needs to be, not that I'm going to correct you. I am most certainly going to attack vigorously, aggressively, your normal levels of action and your inability to stop complaining. And that's from the top down. No matter how mature you think you are, maybe 2 of you on this call don't complain. Maybe. I mean, you sneak your complaints in at something's taking too long or something, you have a way. So I'm going to address this. Please take a screenshot of this. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And Deanna Grace, if y'all can hear me, just call in if the internet's not working. I believe Ron Moncrief has a question for me, a bunch of questions for me, which it's another thing, right? Be on time, but there's another thing there. Let's see, just call in if internet doesn't work. Today we're talking about brand over everything. And we want to help you with AI to do this. Knowing how to title your videos, what thumbnail needs to be, what's the first 3 seconds should look like, copywriting that goes with supporting it, what time to post it at. Please write this down. Please take a screenshot, because half of y'all are complaining about something taking too long. Jesus taking too long, me taking too long. But that has nothing to do with building your brand between the gaps. Remember, everybody's number one problem is simple. You spend too much time in between money. Okay, so Tracy said the screen is blurred. Is it blurred for everybody? Okay, blurred for some of you, blurred for not. Okay. I just put the link in the chat.
It's just when I try to take the screenshot, it came out blurry.
Makes sense. So then what I'm doing is I'll take a screenshot. And then I'll upload it to the thingamabobby here. I'll do both for you. Bam. So I sent the link, plus I took a screenshot. And let's see, Grace, unmute your mic real quick. I'm not sure which one of you are on, but I saw Grace.
Yes, sir.
All right, give me the internet situation.
Tracy is working with the internet.
That's all good. Just give me the situation. Bad,
Looking
good,
for
no.
the past. Right now, no.
Okay, good. All right,
Right
good.
now.
But you are working on a solution.
Yes.
All right, then. So pay attention in audio first. I suppose you can take notes best as you can, but you really need them for yourself. And then do me a favor and tell them what I told you this morning, because it's in the same energy. And read it word for word if you don't mind.
Yes. Good morning. I want you to go for $10,000 today. Don't worry about what you believe, and don't worry about failing. A person must stretch themselves. You just keep a great attitude and give your best. Let God handle the rest. No normal levels of action.
I'm assuming you all took this screenshot. Thank you so much, Jerome, because I am most certainly in this energy. Ron Moncrief, please get ready to ask me your questions. Y'all not doing your best. You're going to tell me you are. Your best is not, we're going to define best, okay? Your best is not when you try really hard and then things get on your nerves, things don't work out, and then they start hurting, and then you do it again, and then you keep going, and then you keep going. That's not your best. That is not your best. Your best, simplified, is doing everything in your life that absolutely sucks with a great attitude. That's your best. It's completely simplified. If you want to win, you must do the thing that really you wish you did not have to do. We're not talking about paying attention to energy that you don't need to pay attention to. No, we mean if you need to use ChatGPT and figure out how to get it to do what you want, and you've been doing it for 3 months, and it sucks and it's not working for you, and you've had an attitude that whole 3 months, you have not given your best. That's not your best. People who make it in this world, this is universal law. You make it because you did that thing that sucked with a really great attitude. As much as you don't want to hear it, as much as I'm being mean, I haven't said anything mean, but you do need to hear it. You absolutely need to hear it. You have not given enough. Well, I've been waiting for 2 years. It's not long enough. I've been waiting for 22 years. Not long enough. 42 years. It's still not long enough. It will come when it's supposed to. In the meantime, if you focus on your brand instead of the results, you'll never have to ask it to come. There's a difference.
Okay.
There is the talk to me.
Switch that. That's business. Switch that and sorry, greetings, sir. How are you?
Greeting. I'm well.
All right. Switch that into my situation.
Yeah. Okay. I'll push you to a couple of your situations. If you want to walk again, the things that you do not want to do that hurt, that are involved in walking again, need to become your very favorite things in the world. And you need to get addicted to them so they can literally become your very favorite things in the world. Allow me to use me as an example. I'm using October all month to get addicted to working out. I've worked out half my life. Half my life. I worked out all the way till I was 30, every day. I hated every day of it. I didn't like working out for the football. I didn't like working out for the Army. I didn't like working out. I've never gone to the gym. I've never jumped on a treadmill. I've never run, and I've seen some of the most beautiful scenic routes while running in the military, where you're about to die, your lungs are bleeding in your chest. If you don't understand, trust me, it gets there. You get that second wind, which is like being high, and then you look up and there's this huge, beautiful mountain view in Fort Huachuca, Arizona. I've seen the most beautiful things possible and hated them while seeing them. But I've always done it because I've always understood, do the things you hate if you want to be successful. There's 2 reasons why. Reason number 1, it's just universal law. Reason number 2, because my competition too scared to do it. The second way to point this back into your walking, if you build a brand on I Am Prophet Jerry, I'm giving my very best. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Doesn't matter what it feels like. This is my best. It's my best, and I'm proud about it. I'm pleased about it. I have a great positive attitude. People will, for free, help sponsor you to walk. Wheelchair companies will come to you and say, could you use my wheelchair so we can get in front of more people? We want to help you. See, y'all have missed the number one rule of the internet. Build an audience, somebody will pay you to get in front of it.
I see where you're going, because being on TikTok and doing the videos and all that has blowed up. You know, to not getting 1,000 likes or anything, but it's like people are encouraging me, you know. Okay, I just see what you're saying. Okay.
No, I'm first off, I'm very glad that you're saying it. Secondly, if you're starting to get attention and you're saying, well, I can get better, but I love my attention. All right, then know how to title your videos, what thumbnails need to be used, what's the first 3 seconds should look like, but get some copyright that supports it, and what time to post it at. For now, since I do most of my media, I don't really care about what time I post that, and I don't really care about the thumbnails, but every single thing else I do. I absolutely do. Okay, go ahead, Trinace.
So thank you for saying this. I appreciate it. It stunk, but
half the people
listening
to me mad right now. I promise you they are.
I'm not mad.
I said
appreciate
half. I didn't say you. I said half.
Well, you know, I don't be mad. I don't always like it. I don't be mad. But thank you for saying that. I will do some stuff, and I'll be like, oh well.
Yeah.
My attitude be like, oh well. It don't be good. It's don't be bad. It just be like, oh well. Move on to the next thing.
I wouldn't necessarily say nothing wrong with that. That's actually a good step because you're doing it. Most people won't. I will say, if you can train your brain into saying, I am going to enjoy this no matter what, then you will. Am I telling you to enjoy something that does not align with your goals? You shouldn't even be doing that. Nobody told you to do that. That's not what I'm telling you. If you're trying to enjoy something that does not fit into the 5% of your life that's going to bless you, stop. But everything in your 5% ain't whipped cream and banana pudding. A lot of this becoming a personal brand stuff, y'all are not doing. But you want to make money and you want 1 million people in your class. How are you going to do that without being a personal brand? There's no God of the internet. And God ain't coming to save y'all. Posting proper titles, doing the work every day. I've been telling y'all for years, do a podcast. Post on your podcast. You can't keep blaming the weather for why you're not running. At some point, it has to be you. Go ahead, Ron.
Good morning. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good morning.
Mornings.
I agree with everything you're saying. You know, my situation, I have a good attitude and, you know, I work very hard. It's just I have limited resources. You know, I have a lot of great ideas. I have a blueprint for what I want to do. Just kind of give you a little history so it kind of makes sense to everyone. I've been a basketball coach for over 16 years, coaching girls, been pretty successful on the court, won a couple of state titles, won about 7 district titles, some division titles as well. So I've been known as Coach Ron on the court. So I want to brand myself as Coach Ron off the court as well. I want to be coached on the court and off the court, you know, podcasts, books, maybe even speaking, even though I don't like public speaking, but I feel like I'm being pushed towards that area. Even though I don't like it, I'm shy, I don't like a lot of attention, but I feel like I'm being pushed towards that. Also, I want to open up a basketball club where you do private training club in AAU. but I don't want to limit myself just to basketball. I'm open up to other sports as well. My biggest thing is I have very limited resources. I understand you got to invest in yourself to show that you're serious, but I don't have the resources for the podcasting and the right books. I have a co-author book that I wrote 2 chapters in, but like I said, I have the blueprint that needs revised. That's why I'm here. Hopefully I can get a title for my podcast and some different things like that. But it's just I need help. I need a blueprint. So I'm just open to suggestions and just thank you for listening.
No doubt. This was your question you wanted me to answer Saturday or Friday?
Yeah. Just kind of, the blueprint for like the podcast, books. If it's a good idea, to brand myself on the court, off the court, am I going in the right direction? Or I'm hungry, so I'm open. I'm broke. I'm hungry. So whatever you think is best, I'm open to.
Okay. So I just did something while he was talking. This limited resources thing is so important. Everybody is going to say it. I have joy for this problem, and I have I want to jump off a cliff for this problem too. It's both. Okay. I have joy. I just want to jump. I just want to just jump off a cliff when people ask this question. Let me first start with the joy. I just went to ChatGPT, said who I am. Do me a favor, search your database for anything in your database of what I would have said. All right. After it gave me the whole don't quote me because I may be wrong thing. I am known for my entrepreneurial mindset, motivation speaking, as someone to express concerns about having limited resources in discussion or a meeting. He might encourage perspective of resourcefulness, innovation, and resilience. Sounds like something. Let me put y'all on my screen so I can see y'all. Sounds like exactly something I would have said. But watch what it says. I know my answer. My answer is bifurcated. I know my answer, but I'm trying to show you that no one should have limited resources anymore. Just give me a moment. He may emphasize the importance on focusing on available resources. I'm sure in ChatGPT for 1 billion times, it says over and over from Antonio Smith that be faithful over the few. I'll make you rulers over many. It's one of my favorite things on the whole planet to say. It really is. No matter how limited. So watch this here. Focus on what's available, no matter how limited, and then leverage it effectively. For example, he might encourage someone to look at their skills, knowledge, networks, resources, and think creatively on how to use them to achieve their goals. He might stress the importance of learning, growing, adapting, and powerful positivity can do. All right. So I got 3 answers for Ron. The first one I showed. If artificial intelligence is available, you're no longer limited. That wasn't offensive at all. That wasn't offensive. I showed the first answer. I need a blueprint. Hey, my name is Ron Moncrief. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I need you to help me figure it out. We're going to prompt back and forth for like 90 times. I'm going to keep prompting until I get what I need. That's number 1. Number 2, very empathetic. Ron, I feel you. Wait, first of all, let me title my 3 answers. Number 1, all y'all tripping. You got artificial intelligence. You're not living in 1996 no more. Okay. Nah, it's the truth. It's the truth. Well, I can't get it to work for me. That's your law of attraction and your discipline. Remember, this life is going to come with pain. You're going to have the pain of discipline or the pain of regret, but it is your choice which pain you live with. Can somebody quote me on that, please? You're going to have the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. It's your choice. Choose ye this day whom you will serve, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. But it is going to be one or the other. It will be. I prefer the pain of discipline. That's just me. Because I can't sleep. Well, I'll leave me out of it. Number one, artificial intelligence. If you got limited resources, artificial intelligence, for the love of God, is free. Oh my God. This is why, remember I said I want to jump off a cliff? It's free. You genuinely, every last one of you last year before was like, God, if I could just have somebody that won't make me feel stupid, answer my questions, if I could just get the answers, if you can just can y'all back me up and unmute your mics and honestly admit that you genuinely were saying that? Yes. Okay. Please.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah.
Please, God,
Yeah.
please.
I wasn't saying it, but I sure felt it.
I sure felt it. I know that's right, Donnie. It's here. You can be the dumbest person in the subject and never have to feel bad. You never have to feel bad. When I started learning how to program crypto, I didn't know what I was doing. And I was like, oh my God, this is so amazing. And I can ask all these dumb questions until and let me tell you, it took like 500 questions, Jerome, for me to have a basic understanding, not an understanding, for me to understand what was coming back at me. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like, you just so dumb in the area. You don't want to say dumb, my bad. That's how I talk to myself. You just so limited in resources in the area, you can't even have an intelligent conversation about it. Yeah, number one is you have all the opportunity to go to God in prayer, whether it be Bard or ChatGPT or any other large language model. That's going to God in prayer. Jerome.
Yes, sir.
Is not the ability to get any question in any subject you've ever wanted at a fractions of a second with no judgment in your pajamas in the privacy of your home. Is that not what you wish you had when you was a kid?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you. We've all mentally played the game, man. If I knew what I knew then when I was 10, I'd be a trillionaire. It's here. I'm not trying to insult nobody. I'm not even being insulting. That's not trying to insult nobody. That's certainly not a jab. It's just saying, get on there. It's just simply saying that you're doing normal. Grace, do me a favor. Unmute your mic again. Well, yeah, Grace. Unmute your mic. If you can read them what I told you earlier this morning, I'd be grateful.
Yes, sir. Let me get back to it. So, boom. Good morning. I want you to go for $10,000 today. Don't worry about what you believe and don't worry about failing. A person must stretch themselves. You just keep a great attitude and give your best. Let God handle the rest. No normal levels of action.
Okay. Ron, get on ChatGPT. Give your best. Don't worry about getting the right answer. See? Don't worry about looking stupid. Your job is to go past normal levels of action and give your best, and God will handle the rest. A lot of y'all are frustrated, and it shows me how much faith you actually have in your God.
Watch yourself.
Old preacher in Galveston, Texas, David L. Everson, 1027 Avenue K, First Union Baptist Church, and back in 2006, told me, if you fight, you only proving to me God can't fight your battles. I never forgot that. I was pissed off when he said it. Don't get it twisted. I wanted to fight. I wanted to defend myself. I wanted to defend myself, Jerome. Somebody was lying on me. Yes, sir. He said, I wanted somebody lied on me. Somebody wrote a whole letter, lied on me. and then sent it to my pastor. You understand what I'm saying, Tracy? Which was like demoralizing to me. Sent it to my pastor. I'm out here, just lying on me. Wrote a letter to the church, and the pastor read it. He pulled me to the side and said, "Hey man, this letter came in. This person." I was like, "Yep, I can't believe blah blah blah. That's fine. That's not what happened. Blah blah blah." He said, "Well," and I was like, "Man, I'm gonna go prove it." She said, "Don't prove it to me." He took the letter. He folded it up in his jacket pocket. Said, "If you prove something to me, all you doing is showing me God can't fight your battles." And then he ended it with this, Jerome. I swear to God, I'm not even joking. He ended it with this here. A lie always reveals itself. Sure enough, later, 2-3 months later, it blew up in that person's face. Didn't even have to say nothing. So if you out here frustrated, you're showing me your levels of faith. Because if you mad, Jerome, if you mad, if your resources is limited and ain't no change, then you serve a limited God that can't fix this. It's got nothing to do with me. That's your faith. I just turned
You preaching this morning, boy. You preaching this morning.
Deanna just texted me the same thing and told me the same exact thing. Same exact thing. Okay. All right. Number 2, Ron. I feel you though. Limited resources, they suck. Come on now. Let's not get all intellectual like I just did. Let's keep it real, Jerome. I feel you, but man, I'm hurting out here. Like I don't know what to do, and I keep being a good person. Come on, help me out, somebody. I ain't out here doing what I'm not out here doing what they doing. Come on. I got my hand up first. Come on.
I follow all the rules.
I follow all the rules. I'm not drinking. I'm not smoking. I ain't sleeping with such and such. And it seems like it hurts me.
Police say that sound like her.
Sound like her. And it hurts me. God blessing everybody else but me. Come on. Right? Ron, I feel you. When this happens, there's one rule that all of you must follow. It is a universal rule. It's in every sacred text. It's in every school of thought. Whenever you get to the point where you have limited resources and you don't know what to do, and trust me, you will be there again. Your children will be there. It is part of ascension. You must hit this path if you're going to be on planet Earth. There's only one thing you need to do. Pause and look at what you actually have. Because your breakthrough is in those things you're looking over. That's never going to change. Hear me well. If you're struggling with a problem, you are in what?
Sir.
It's the truth.
Sir, your breakthrough is in the things that you're overlooking. Let me tell you something. It be some stuff, I be like, that don't matter. That don't matter. Let me focus on this. But then when I go and I do the stuff that don't matter, stuff open up for me.
Yeah. Because
so
the
everything matters.
Everything. It is good, Jerome. Right? The earth is the Lord, fullness thereof. God stepped back, said it is good, huh?
It is good that I have been afflicted.
So I can follow your statutes better. Listen. The stuff in your life you're looking over, that's where your breakthrough is. I'm going to explain this to you from quantum physics. Let me put it in quantum. Then I'm going to explain it to you from the Bible. Then I'm going to explain it to you from philosophy. Then I'm going to explain it to you from mathematics. This way, I can't miss nobody, Jerome. Can't miss nobody. I don't believe in the Bible. Okay, quantum physics then, huh? I don't believe in science. All right, so mathematics. I don't believe in that. So philosophy, you're spirit, you're a free thinker. Can't miss nobody. Here's the thesis. If you have limited resources, pause and look at what's actually in your reality, because your breakthrough is there. That's the thesis. Here is the thesis statement. I will prove to you that you already know what I'm about to say. You just keep looking over what you want because you're trying to rush through the seasons. Proof number one. We'll start with philosophy. I might go to philosophy 2 or 3 times. Prophet Jerry, I'll mute your mic for me real quick. I sure appreciate you. Today is, in this recording, today is October 2nd. Okay?
Yes, sir.
This is October 2nd. We call this Q4, quarter 4. Can you tell me what season this is? I know, right? Q4, Tracy. You get off soon.
This
Can you
is
tell
fall.
me this is fall? Thank you so much. Is this fall?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You can mute your mic. Thank you so much. This is fall. To Phil understands fall is harvest time. But we'll skip that just for a second, Phil. Ron, Antonio, Jerome, it's fall. Jerome, let me ask you a question, brother. My birthday, July 20th. I'm a summer baby, which means I like summertime. You hear me? You feel me?
I hear you, sir.
It's October 2nd. Am I allowed to rush to July 20th?
You having fun?
Can I force July 20th in?
Oh no, that's not gonna happen.
I'm not a Christian though. I don't believe what you believe, Jerome.
Yeah.
Can I go from October 2nd to July 20th? I'm a free thinker, Jerome. I'm a free thinker. Can I skip past October 3rd?
Laws of the universe, no sir.
My daddy didn't raise me. You don't understand what I went through. Can I? So no matter what I say, I got to go through October 3rd, don't I?
Yes, sir. You sure
to the 31st. Then November.
Bingo.
December.
Come on, man.
All the way back to July.
Here we go.
So no matter what I believe, no matter how much I complain, I can't skip seasons.
No, sir.
Watch me turn it on them. I wish I had somebody struggling with limited resources that would just testify with me right now that you struggling because you keep trying to skip seasons. You keep looking past what's in the season of your life.
Hey,
Okay, sir.
watch it.
You're doing a little bit too much this morning.
You looking past the season in your life that you have, wanting to get to the breakthrough you can't get to. What's in your life right now is a season. And the only way you can get blessed is in the season you are currently sitting in. You say what you want. I know I said something, Jerome.
Antonio,
come on, talk to me, man.
From the time you started talking, even till this night, even what Ron said, because what Ron said was powerful.
I feel him.
Yeah.
Notice he said at the end, I ain't complaining. I'm open to whatever. Okay.
But I was talking to Talisha last night, and this, what you're talking about right now, came up in that conversation.
Come on.
And there's one word that keeps flashing at me through all of this, and it's perspective.
Yes.
Perspective. Because if you got the right perspective, then you can move in the right direction. You know what you need to do. But unfortunately, because when you hit us between the eyes with that chat GPT, and I was telling this because Talisha called me, she called Trinae about something that you had sent out, and she texted me again, and I said, I don't know what you're talking about. Trinae said the same thing. And then she found it, Talisha found it, and I'm saying to myself, what was it that she was looking for? Because I still ain't found it.
See that?
But she found it.
That's right.
It
was hers to find.
Come on.
And she was texting me and Deanna last night, asking questions.
Here was the deal. But Antonio, here's the deal. I have access to Chat GPT, but I couldn't give her the answer. And I know I got it because I've been on them calls. But I couldn't find it. I couldn't get, and she found it. And then here you gonna come here and bust me in my face this morning. Hello? Chat TP right on your computer. You've been through it. You know how to use it. When's the last time you used it, Joe? Bust me in my face.
See?
Damn.
Ron, Mr. Ron. Prophet
Yes, sir.
Jerry, a non-scientist, Prophet Jerry, said he can't go to October 3rd until October 3rd show up.
Right.
Can't rush to July 20th until October 4th show up. So philosophically, brother, you are right where you're supposed to be. That's not wooey-fooey talk. It's if you just pause, look at your current resources, the season of your breakthrough is literally at your feet. We get attitudes and look past what's at our feet, trying to get an answer we're not even ready for.
So if I wanted to start a podcast today, I have everything that I have to start the podcast.
No doubt. Let's prove this so we can be very practical. Keep your mic,
Antonio.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Before you prove that, I want to say something to Ron.
Please.
Yes, sir.
When I came on board with ATS, a certain individual, I ain't gonna say Mr. Smith, ended up putting me on a podcast along with Talisha. We didn't know what we was doing, okay? Had never been on a podcast before, and was asking him to give us insight on how to do it. He said, no, I got faith in you. Now do it. It turned out beautiful. Okay. We know what we was doing, but we did it. I told him last year, I'm gonna start my own podcast. Why? Because I know how to do it now. But guess what? Guess how many episodes I've done for my podcast, Ron? None. But here's the deal. I have no excuse, sir. I ended up doing it well, and then a year ago said I'm gonna do it for myself. Ain't done nothing. Who am I gonna blame? I have nobody to blame but Jerome. But guess what? I'm not behind. I'm right where I'm supposed to be, and it will get done. But the point is, like he said, but I got to do it in excellence. I got to do it moving forward, not complain about what I haven't done, not complain about what's going on around me or my resources.
One moment.
Here's that on this Siri again. Shut up, Siri. But the point is that I can still do it, and I know I can. So I'm enjoying this because Antonio's talking to me. He knows I am. He's talking to me, and he just slapping me. He ain't slapping me hard. He just like, bam. I'm like, wait a minute, bam. I'm like, come on, Antonio. No, I ain't done with you. Because he wants the best for all of us. And I really appreciate you, Mrs. Smith. And I'll cuss you out later.
No doubt. Oh, I'm definitely gonna cuss out today. Because the reason why frustration is happening for some of you is because I'm getting rid of your excuses. Nobody likes that. I'm getting rid of your path of least resistance. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. Okay. Nobody likes it. Ron, tell me how do you want to interview on your podcast? Do you want to talk? Like, you're going to talk, but are you interviewing people or are you talking about subjects? So it's up to you, whichever one's in your heart.
I'll probably talk about subjects first, but eventually I like to interview people.
Outstanding. You want to talk about subjects. Ron, do you know what subjects right now, or are you back and forth? It's up to you. It doesn't matter.
Back and forth. I mean, I have some written down, but back and forth.
No doubt. Do you know the themes or motifs of your subjects? Pain, coaching, cheerleading, credit.
Everything I learned in sports, just use sports to teach life lessons. Everything that you just kind of that theme, because sports, whatever you learn in sports relates to life. And I just want to, the ups and downs, the good and bad. I mean, they go hand in hand. So it's going to be a little bit of everything, the joys, the pains, the laughter, the tears, a little bit of everything.
Glad you said something. This same person wants to start a podcast over sports and the life lessons they teach. He spent half his life as a basketball coach for women. He has experience in AAU basketball and is both very humble but insanely competitive. Pretty accurate?
Yes, sir.
Outstanding. Can you give him 25 topics for his podcast so he can have a good start based on what I have told you? Before I hit enter, is there anything else you would like to tell me? Well, man, you know, I'm glad you said that because I was also thinking about something like that, or is this it?
I mean, that's it. Just a catchy title. I mean, a title that's going to, you know,
make the
bring people in.
Catchy so people can come in and listen. Use all your training for creating master headlines that convert.
You know, after you hit that button, I want to say something to you
You say
about
something
what
right now.
you know what's interesting. I don't know the gentleman, but here, first of all, he has a voice like, you know, I don't know, out this world, so he needs to be on the microphone.
Yep.
But here's the other part. I'm just amazed by the fact that just because he said football and what happens on the field, I had all these things go in my head. Football is related to life, period. Think about the people that get injured. Think about dropping the ball and think about missing the field goal. All those things have to do with life and feelings and failure but surviving and getting up. Look at the brother man that that had the heart attack or whatever he had on the field, and he's back on the field. He could have gave up. So Harlem, whatever his name is, but the whole point of it is it is so transferable into life and the challenges that we have in life. And he plays ball too. He would be so good at it. So good at it.
So good. So good. He's right. DeMar Hamlin, that's what she's talking about, Buffalo Bills, had a heart attack, jumped on the field yesterday. Shout out to him. That actually happened. Adonia is our resident wise woman. So every time she opens her mouth, she says something well, and she rarely opens up her mouth. So she only says something when God says, you won't say something right now. Definitely for sure. Have all these things, and you do have a great voice. And I've been with Ron for a while now, a couple of years now. Ron was one of those people outside the network, or inside the network, but not on the call, that are just invited to the call. Always been for at least 2 years. Ron is humble. Whatever you say, Ron gonna do. Ron is also insanely competitive. Insanely competitive. He's got both of them down. Right now, Ron, we got 25. You see him right on the screen? You see him? 25 subjects. I already sent 25 to you in line now. Can you give me 25 more that do not repeat this list? There's another 25. We used to spend years, Jerome, teaching how to start your podcast and just think of 100 episodes and that way. And it took a long time. Not no more. I did this while talking to Adonia. Say, courageous dribbles define the odds of life and sport. And what he can do is take a little spin on it. See, sometimes you got to be courageous and sometimes you got to dribble. And then he knows the fundamentals of dribble. There's a few ways to dribble. Then there's the bounce pass. Sometimes you got to bounce pass things. Yeah, man, we do this all day. Anywho, here's another 25. So Ron, in 1 5-minute period in your lineup, you got 50 topics. Can y'all unmute your mic, clap for him? We're not done with him yet, though, but can you unmute your mic, clap for him?
All right. I'm definitely clapping because I know he got this. He just don't understand. I feel his voice. I feel it. He makes me want to listen to him. He got a lot to say and a lot of people he's gonna reach. He has to do this.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Man, say less. Deanna said, I really like Victory Lap, a coach's journey to empowerment. He said he want to be known as Coach Ron off the court, didn't he? Victory Lap. Sound like Victory Lap might be part of your brand. Like you have merchandise called Victory Lap. just spell victory different. Man. Anyway, I'm out here trying to, don't you? Victory Lap. Hey, everybody, thank you so much for joining my podcast. If you want some merch, please go to victorylap.com. We got some good merch. Okay, you see it? Go to Victory Lap. All right, man. I watched Tracy at Trinace's event. She was dressed up in the it's a skirt. That's all I can go. My vocabulary is limited to women's clothing. It's very limited. It was a skirt and heels. It was probably a dress. It was a dress suit. Okay, see, dress suit. I've never said together in my life. I've never used those two words together back to back. My vocabulary is limited here. She had on the heels. They were 6 inches, and they matched the dress suit. And I watch her rip the stage apart. But a year ago, I'm sure she had that presence already because she teach. But a year ago, she was like, I don't know about keynotes. And then she had surgery and did a keynote while cut up with tubes on a little monitor machines, did a keynote. You can't, God
in the
looks
hospital bed, but she was still did up, still had a makeup on, everything.
I was like, what? The what? I would have never, ever, ever. I remember her doing that, and I felt so much respect for her. Oh my Lord.
And now she keynoting all over the nation.
And doing this hot fire podcast.
Yes, they did a whole hot fire podcast, like 5-6 hours Saturday. I'm trying to show you something. I'm trying to show you that some people use the resources what they had. Tracy said, well, I'm on Tuesday, but I ain't got nothing but a hospital bed. Oh, well, might as well use what I got. Go ahead, Phil. They're going to get it later, man.
Well, the way I remember it, it was her, you were coaching that talked her into doing it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Is that true, Tracy? Is that true?
That is true.
I'm just saying.
It is true. Think about this for a second. Jerome remembers it. Everybody remembers it. We all remember it differently. But the key word is we remember it. So now she got a whole brand. I show up all the time. I show up even in stitches. Nothing's going to stop me from showing up. Okay. Sorry about that. Nothing's going to stop me from showing up. This is different.
And when you talk to your bank, what did
nothing's going to stop me from showing up. You get it? Now watch this here. Mathematically, there's something called law of numbers. Thomas Edison gets credit for the light bulb. Found out 2,000 ways not to do it. We use it as a cliche now, Grace, but the truth is you can only mess up a certain amount of times. Every last one of you, for your breakthrough, there's a number of how many times you're going to get it wrong. Every last one of you in sales, there's a number of how many no's you can get. That number is not up for us to decide, but it's just part of math. You have to go through a certain amount of resistance to appreciate your breakthrough. It's just math. So whether you believe in be faithful over the few or believe in you're stuck in a holding pattern, if you just pay attention to what's in front of you, you got to believe in math. Ron, there's only so many ways that you could have messed up starting your podcast. Since you asked the question Friday, we here now Monday, you got 50 topics. Y'all are missing it. I don't know what he was doing before he got here. I just know he ran out of mathematical ways not to get 50 titles. This life is always working and everything is always math. It is what it is. Ask any math teacher. And math runs the whole world. It really does. Ask anybody who understands math. Ron, there is no way that you can fail. It's impossible. There are only ways that don't work in what you're trying to do. And you have to run past those ways. Most people quit. And according to ancient science, certainly Napoleon Hill, most people quit 3 feet from goal. That's the only time to get frustrating, Tracy. Only time to get frustrating is when you're real close. It's not frustrating when you don't know what to do. Nah, you feel stupid when you don't know what to do, but it's not frustrating. It's frustrating when you know what to do, you've been doing what to do, you've been praying and fasting, and it's supposed to show up, and it ain't showed up yet, and you know you were supposed to show up, and you say, I keep doing it, I keep doing it, I keep doing what Antonio say, it ain't showing up. Keep doing what Pastor say, keep doing what the Bible say, keep doing what the Quran say, it ain't showing up. I quit. That's when it get frustrating. When you keep doing what you're supposed to be doing and everybody else around you getting blessed, but you, that's when I tell Deanna this all the time, I tell people all the time, you don't need faith twice. You need faith to get started and then faith to keep going. See, having faith to get started, that's hard. But then once you get to that point, man, I keep doing it, it ain't working, I keep doing it, that's when you need faith again. A lot of y'all have a problem looking stupid. That's why you're never going to be successful. You can't be successful without looking stupid. The road to success is a real stupid road. You just can't do it. So if you have a problem, yeah,
I'm sorry.
ahead.
Can you go back? It's like maybe 20 minutes earlier. Something about your season and you got to sit in your season or something like that.
Thank you so much for making me bring that back up, Grace. Thank you so much for making me bring that back up.
I want to put that in the notes. Thanks.
Thank you so much for making me bring that back up. I'm going to say it again, Grace. There's a meeting going on right now. I probably would have been in a meeting. I probably had Deanna do it, but another company wanted me in a meeting. Whatever. I could have been there, but I told them them Monday and Wednesday 8:00 meetings don't work for me. So, like, I'm not fit to give up y'all for any kind of money. It just ain't gonna happen. It's not, because y'all fit more of my 5% than them. So I'm not gonna do that. But I could have been there. Who cares? What I do know is, in order to extract my money, I have to fix some problems that can then get rid of the bottleneck to get my money. Getting my money is a season, but I'm not in that season. I'm in figuring out what's going wrong season. Wow. And I'm not allowed. Okay.
Wow. Okay, Reverend.
Okay. Y'all starting to understand. I can't rush to run me my money. I can't pray about my money. As a matter of fact, Jerome's Bible tells me I don't need to pray about my money. God already heard. It's a whole angel dispatch, 21 days looking for me and my money, fighting through principalities, having the whole spiritual war about me and my money. That ain't my battle, huh, Jerome? Okay, my battle is to be still and know I am God. My battle is to stay right here presently, figure out all the problems. And Grace, I can't rush past present season.
Stand in the window.
Stand in the window.
Stand in the window. Wait for your hands up.
So Grace, how you write this down in notes? I'm a summer baby. I like the summer. I don't like the winter.
Me neither.
I like the summer.
Yes,
I'm
a summer baby.
Yeah. Okay, I like the summer. You understand? But now check this out.
Antonio T. Smith Jr.
Yes, ma'am.
May I say this right?
You sure can.
Space. This is exactly, and a lot of people interpret it different, but it is most definitely one of the things that pissed Jesus off. He was talking to the Pharisees and Sadducees with all that they were saying. And he said to them, you can determine the signs of the season, yet you do not know what. Oh my God. Just saying.
No, look. Okay, cool. I got you. I sure will. All right, that actually works out. I might do that. No, I was looking at a private message. I might do that. I had to work in it because everything's security and NDAs and stuff. So I worked it out. Grace, this is how you write this down. What's the first season of the year?
Here. Fall?
Winter.
It's winter?
Winter.
Oh, winter.
As far as your Roman Catholic calendar, winter.
Okay.
Second season.
Spring.
Third season.
Summer.
Fourth season.
Fall.
Now, hold what you got. Can I be in winter and law of attraction fall to come in?
No.
So no matter how much I am meditating both day and night, doth I serve the Lord, will fall come in?
No.
But I don't believe how you believe, Grace. Can I rush the seasons?
No.
But you don't know what I've been through. Can I rush the seasons?
No.
But I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Can I rush the seasons?
No.
Okay. You know why a lot of y'all don't lose weight? You trying to rush the 80 pounds off.
That's it.
You trying to rush past the seasons. No. Okay, Grace, it's simple. You cannot rush seasons. You must go. It doesn't matter if your breakthrough is in fall. You still have to go through winter. Can I explain what winter is in financial talk? Winter is when it's too late to plant and the ground can't handle the seeds. I'll say it again a little more simple. Winter is when the credit card debt is already increased. Ain't nothing you can do about it. And you too broke to fix your credit.
That's it.
So how do you survive winter? Oh, it's simple. It's real simple, Deanna. You survive winter. What's the season that comes before winter?
Fall.
By reaping in the fall. But you got to reap enough to survive winter. But you can't reap, Jerome, because you do not plant and reap in the same season. So if, you don't want to fool me now. Okay.
Watch it.
So Grace, in the fall is the only way to survive the winter.
Right.
But if you ain't planted in the spring,
you ain't getting nothing in the fall.
Oh, Grace, you're making this make sense. I feel like you are a scientist right now, a farmer. Because if you do not plant in the fall, then you can't reap in the spring. If you do not plant in the spring, you can't reap in the fall. Ground too jacked up in the summer. Ground too jacked up in the winter. Thus is life. The goal, Grace, is to reap harvest so wonderful in spring that it can last all the way to 2 winters from now. Yeah, I'm just, it's okay. It's okay.
So reap harvest so much in the spring that it can last summer. I mean, not summer, the winter.
My goal is to reap harvest so much in the spring, it lasts generations. This is what generational wealth is.
Antonio, you got to plant enough.
That's right.
So you can do that.
That's
not
right.
just normal.
That's right. And you can't just plant good seeds in jacked up soil. Even if you're in the springtime of harvest season, if you ain't in the dirt working with fertile soil, you're not winning. This is why some of y'all companies don't work, because you're in the right season, but the vehicle of your company is not fertile soil. It's shallow soil. I know a man who said he sowed some seeds. Some go on rocky soil. Some go on shallow soil. It sprout up real quick, but it don't have enough roots to maintain. That's some of y'all businesses. You won't post, you won't this, you won't expand your vehicle to put more in it. What's a vehicle, Antonio? It's simple. A vehicle is something that you have that could pump out a lot of what you want. I got a personal brand. That's not a vehicle. It's a brand. It's not a vehicle. Everybody got a personal brand. You know, one of the most successful personal brands on the planet? Most successful. Jerome's Devil. One of the most successful personal brands on the planet. Just to prove to you, you ain't got to be good to have a brand, Grace. But you know what Jerome's Devil do? Always doing research and development. No, hold on. Ask Jerome. His church ain't changed 4 generations. But the devil, oh Lord. The devil was on the internet first.
The black screen.
The
black screen, man. Everything open.
Baba Joy say, thank you for these words of wisdom about the season. Grace, your devil, Grace, is consistently changing his brand. Oh, y'all using MySpace? Psh, I'm over there already. Come on over here. No, you like Instagram? Psh, I'm on here. TikTok? I'm on here. What you like? Crypto? I'm over here too. Doesn't matter. We ain't even invented some stuff yet, Grace. Devil already over there. It's some stuff ain't came out yet. Devil already over there, though. It's a great personal brand. Always shifting. Listen, let's keep it real. Your idea of the devil, keep it, hold it. It's only like 5 tricks. Pride, desire, doubt, deception. That's it. That's it. After that, it's just repackaging them, Phil. It's just repackaging them. That desire, let me show you what that desire looks like. You know, Deanna, you could really do this real big, like Phil and them, 42 years. Just go ahead and do what they're doing right now. Can't nobody beat you, just do it right now. And Deanna goes, yeah, that's right. Yeah, but Phil and Susan got a foundation, 42 years. If she run out there trying to be like Phil and Susan without no foundation, it's going to be some shallow soil. It's going to look good real quick. It's going to die down real quick. That's how it works. Back to these seasons. Thank you so much, Grace. You cannot rush past winter to get to spring. So what does that mean? If you got limited resources, in the winter is where your breakthrough is. All right. I'll send another. I promise you I was going to give it to you a second philosophical way. Here's a second philosophical way. Your second philosophical way is real simple. Yeah. I'm going to say it this way. I was running yesterday and I was at like mile 2.15. I wound up doing something like 4.38 or something yesterday. First off, I was dead at 0.33. Let's start there. As soon as it got to point, I said, this is exactly what I did, Phil. I'm not going to look at my phone. Put the phone tracks at the nightcap. I'm not going to look at my phone. I'm going to just keep going. Keep going. My calves start burning. I thought they were going to rip out my body and my Charlie horses and all sorts of stuff. And I was like, let me just look at the phone real quick. Damn, man, just 0.33. I'm like, it's terrible. You can't look at that stuff. You can't look at that. Because I went out there to run 8 miles. I only finished at 4.3. My body couldn't take it. But check this out. I'm running somewhere around 2.15 miles. I was on the phone with Dan and my dad. I'm using them as an excuse to just keep running. I need something in my ear. Have my Bluetooth headphones on. And I go, this is some bull jive. Yeah. You know, I don't know if you ever been running and you recognize I've been doing this a long time today, and I ain't nowhere near my goal. You ever? I'm just talking to Adonia. I ain't talking to nobody else. Adonia, I'm trying to go for 8. It damn near took me an hour to get to 2.15. I was so tired. I was so slow. I'm running 25-minute miles. Just to give you an idea, when I was in the Army, I was running 7-minute miles. Just to give you an idea, I'm running, it was, my first mile was 20 minutes, and my second mile was 25 minutes. And this is all running, but I'm just running at a slow pace. So it's like an hour in, and I'm at 2.15 miles. I'm like, man, I done fooled around and got slow. Now my brain is, come on now. My brain is going, just quit. Quit. Look at you looking stupid around all these people running, all these cars. Just quit. And then it dawned, I was listening to some motivational stuff in my ear, and then they called. And while they was talking, while Diana was reading her book, she got a new book coming out. I went, you know what? You know why I'm so slow? Because I've been at the top of the mountain. This is what I'm saying. See, my lungs is just fine. My lungs is fine, Jerome. My lungs are never the problem. Never the problem. My body can't handle what my mind is trying to accomplish.
I got to interrupt. Let me tell you why. Because I hear you and me, here's the issue. But you running. So who says you slow? You need to get that out your head.
Exactly.
Who cares? Slow is what? Are you running? Are you getting where you need to go? Who cares how slow you're going? You're doing it. Knock that crap off.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely, I heard it. She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. And I'm sitting up there beating myself up in my head, which Adonia knows this is a terrible thing to do. It doesn't matter because anybody else out here running, you out here running. And I had my kids with me and all sorts of stuff. So we was all out there together and they was playing basketball and all sorts of stuff. And I'm gonna send you the picture. It was terrible. It was a terrible go. You hear me? I'm gonna run every day October 31st. I mean, until October 31st. I'm gonna run every single day. I'm gonna run every single day until October 31st. I ain't worried about no rest. I ain't worried about no science. I ain't worried about no logic. The reason I'm running every day, Deanna, is because I'm trying to trick my brain and get addicted to running. And I'm using 31 days in October to enjoy this crap. Go ahead, Phil. They're gonna hit me later.
2 things. Number one, and I've run in 3 marathons.
God bless you.
Make sure you got the right shoes. You got good shoes?
Yeah, I got good shoes. I learned that from the Army.
Don't go cheap on the shoes. And number 2, check to see if you might have flat feet because you might need orthotics to make sure you're in alignment. Because if not, you twist your knees and your ankles.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely have flat feet. Definitely.
And you need an orthotic in your sneakers.
Okay, I'll definitely do that because I plan on.
Do you have a good feet store?
Not here. Maybe I check on. I'll look it up. Actually, I had Deanna look it up. I'm not gonna look it up. So, yeah. Deanna, go ahead and work that out. And look at that. Shoes. I got the flat feet for sure. So Donia's right. I'm beating myself up, and then it dawned on me I'm slow now because I've been at the top of the mountain. I want y'all to hear something I realized yesterday in pain. See, some lessons you can't get unless you're in pain. While in pain, I went, the mountaintop gives you better views, but it also makes you weak. It's very rare for the man on top of the mountain to stay as hungry as the man he was when he was climbing it.
You is talking on this day.
So I told myself yesterday, okay, so I need to get addicted to being at the top of the mountain but then stay hungry like I'm still climbing it. Man, I sure hope somebody hit me, man.
Wait, say it again.
I need to get addicted to being on top of the mountain because that's the goal. But I don't need to get addicted to staying on top of the mountain, because all harvest come from the valley. But I need to keep that hunger like I ain't never been there.
Wow.
Like I'm climbing it. The man climbing the mountain is hungry. Meet a wolf climbing the mountain. Watch what happened to you. Meet a wolf on top of the mountain? Debatable. The wolf climbing the mountain need fuel to keep going. Okay. See, Gianna's writing the masterpiece of her life. She hungry. But as soon as they come out, that's mountain time. See, the problem with y'all is y'all write these books because that was the mountain. That was the goal. The goal was to write. The goal was to get published. But if you don't create another mountain to climb, like selling this joint, you're going to have a book out there. No success.
Okay, anybody tell you to kick me in my butt and I'm in the wheelchair? Anybody tell you that, sir? Anybody tell you that? But you talk. Keep talking.
Grace putting the notes and telling you out here kicking handicapped people. And put that in notes.
Stop it.
Quantum physics. Ron. So there's something called double slit experiment. It's actually a wacky word of quantum physics. I'll speed this up real quick. Just know that everything sits in superposition. Every great story, every great teacher, every great sacred text says the same thing. Superposition just means one thing can exist all over the place at the same time. There's an infinite possibilities. You can have in this world whatever you want. It's called superposition. The problem is we can't grab what's in superposition. It's an infinite wave of possibilities. It's not the wave that we identify. It's not the wave that we see. It's the particle that we see. So the wave is infinite possibilities. But once we consciously observe, once we look, that superposition becomes a proton. That superposition becomes one thing. The infinite possibility becomes one reality. So when Ron says, I have limited resources, he looked out beyond all the infinite possibilities of what he could have. And consciously, even while he's a good person, Grace, even while he's doing the right thing, Grace, even while he's being fair and balanced and grateful and giving, his mind only knows how to collectively collapse all abundance into limited resources. This is where we retrain. You see, Phil, he's understand what I just said. This is where we retrain our subconscious. So I'm going to help you out real quick. If you are suffering from limited resources, and that should be like the whole right and left side of the call. If you are suffering from limited resources, your formula, let Phil go first, and I'm going to give you your formula. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Go ahead, Phil, please.
That's why it's Think and Grow Rich. It's not Do and Grow Rich.
Great point, right? Go ahead, Grace.
I was just trying to play with the screen to see if these balloons was gonna come up. Don't worry about it.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. See if we do it.
I try, and it don't. I don't know. Not the peace sign.
You probably got to set your settings or something because mine come up.
Yeah, the balloons don't come up for me, but the heart does, and all that.
The heart does.
So.
Oh, shame on you.
That works.
Yeah, got confetti. Cool. Yeah.
Cool. Right.
There you go.
We're gonna get it together.
Yeah, you gotta get the confetti. Maybe I don't know. Maybe clean your camera or something. I don't know. There you go. Maybe clean your camera or something they can't see you. Grace. Now, what was the last thing I was saying? Oh, thank you, Grow Rich. Yes, thank you, Phil. This is an opportunity to retrain your subconscious. So we're going 1, 2, 3. The first thing you need to do, Ron and everybody, y'all hiding behind Ron, is you need to change the story you tell yourself and others. For some of y'all, this is about to hurt. It's going to be real gentle. It's going to be real gentle, Jerome. Straight Joel Osteen, but it's going to hurt. Okay, yeah, it's going to hurt. Number one, change the story you tell yourself and others. This is not in a book anywhere. Please, this is not in a book anywhere. This is just how the mind works. Source gave this to me many years ago. It's not in the book. I should probably put it in the book. Number two, change your limiting beliefs. So a lot of y'all got that down, 1 and 2. Most of you don't. Some of you have 1 and 2 down. Number three, be careful of your fear of consequences and judgments of yourself and others. For the rest of this class, I'm going to stay right here. Antonio, I want more out of life. You already messed up when you said I want more out of life. Because the story you tell yourself is and others is there's not all of life. There's not abundance. Listen to what you're saying. I want more includes there's not enough. Okay. I'm going to keep going. Number one, you got to change yourself, change the story you tell yourself and others. Right now, Ron is saying something that keeps him in limited resources. Deanna is saying something keeps her in limited resources. Grace, something keeps her in limited resources. And what is that? Yeah, there's a bunch out here, but not for me. Or it's a bunch out here, but I'm in the wrong industry. Or my favorite growing up as a black man from the hood. Only white people can get that. That don't relate to everybody, but it damn sure relate to where I come from. Money is for white people. I don't give a damn what y'all say. I know how I grew up. Money is for white people. Money is not for black people. That's how I grew up.
Most of them don't have any, though.
I know, right? That's true. That's so true. That's so true. That's so true. But you grow up culturally, you begin to start. Women, you grow up, you got the same thing. If you want money, men are gonna always make more money than you. You got to get out of that. That's not a universal law. That's a law for other women. That's not a law for you. Here's the deal. Here's a crazy thing about whatever you're thinking. Whatever you're thinking is true. Grace.
I think I've gotten more money by being a woman.
There you go. There you
and
go.
not by doing something illegal.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, I didn't even think. Yeah, I'm glad you said that because somebody would have been listening. Like, yeah.
Jerome would have said something.
Deanna, the story you tell yourself or the story you tell others is killing you. I'll give you a bunch of examples. Those of you who have a problem with correcting people and correcting things, you fall right in this here. And that's most of you. If you got to correct, that's the story you're telling others, and it's driven by the story you're telling you. When I have to correct somebody, I am saying, Grace, an internal story. Would you like to know what it is? You shouldn't do that because you are messing up my life. I'll do it again. I don't like how you're behaving, Deanna. It's messing with my happiness. I'll do it again. See, every time you do that, we have a problem. No. No. Triple no, 1,000 no, million no. There is nothing that Deanna can ever do to plant something in my reality unless I let her. When it's time for me to be audited by Jerome's God, I can't bust a hat him and go, but Adonia, that woman you sent me, God. I wish I had a feminist up in here. That woman you sent me. I can't do that. At the end of the day, no matter how much we co-create, at the end of the day, when I get audited, it's just by what I planted. But you don't know what you did to me. What's that got to do with you? Correction is to openly admit to yourself, whether you're conscious of it or not, other people are more in control of your reality than you. That's why you have to control what they're doing, which then bleeds into number 2 and number 3, limited beliefs and fear of consequences and judgments of others. This is why the first thing I do with y'all is I make you stop correcting, because I understand correcting is 1, 2, and 3. You're never going to get what you want. To correct is to fear. To control is to fear. You are in charge of your life. Well, I got limited resources. Why? Because the story you tell yourself and the story you tell to others lends to your limited resources. This is why Think and Grow Rich, as Phil said, is so important, because thinking and growing rich changes the story you're telling yourself and others. It changes a lot more, but this is why you have those affirmations. But let me tell you something. You can affirm all you want. If the real story you tell yourself is something of lack, your affirmations will never work. I need some honesty here. I need some, and I'll give you some wiggle room. It could be now in this lifetime. It could be
Come
now.
on. Come on.
Right now. It could be now, or it could be used to be you.
Okay.
It could be I'm struggling you now, or I'm struggling you then. So I give you some wiggle room, but I need some honesty so other people hiding, because some people hiding, right? They got the camera off. They ain't gonna never say nothing they're not gonna say that for the whole year, Susan. Never. They never gonna say that all year, because they show up to their breakthrough. But how you do anything is how you do everything.
Hiding, you know why, but
You hiding because you're at work. That's a
it's
different
truly
story, right?
fact.
Yeah, no doubt. You hiding because you're at work. So think about this. You ready, Grace?
Yes.
How many of you get blessed? You work real hard, you get that blessing, and something take it away. Come on, come on. All right, then. What that is. Oh, thank you. I just thought about it too. I'm so glad you said something. I sure enough would have forgot. Think about this. What that is wheat and tares growing at the same time. But allow me to explain that through this retraining your subconscious. What you're going to do is, oh man, yeah, I can do this. So you do the right thing. And from doing the right thing, Jerome, blessings come. But the real you has judgments in your head. Story you tell yourself, every time this happens to me, I lose it. And so that blessing comes too. This is why you do the right thing, but the real you is also getting blessed too. And now your fear of consequences, your story you tell yourself, your lack mindset goes and chokes and strangles the blessing you could have just got. To get something and lose it is to plant poison and fruit at the same time. They both grow at the same time. And let me tell you something, they both grow. You hear me? All right, so what I'm going to do, we're going to raise some
right here in this space, because you're always speaking.
Yes.
And you're always hitting what needs to be hit.
Yes.
You said something years ago, well, a year and a half ago, because I've been here 2 years. Yay. You said, let me see if I can say it right. You said, if you're holding on too tight to your money, then you will never see it. Something you said
That's
in
absolute
that
facts.
effect. You
Absolute
can't.
facts.
Oh my God, I wish I could say it like
Oh,
you
I can
said
say it. I got you. If you hold on too tight for your
Okay.
money, it can never grow because seeds don't grow in your hands.
That part.
Seeds grow when
So
you
there's been
release them
some
into the ground.
challenging things. Yeah, there's been some challenging things that have been snatching, just
Yep.
like what you said.
Mm-hmm.
The wheat and the tares growing together. However, my attitude and my answer to what has been happening has been different. So to see it now is still growing, even though I don't have it. Does it make sense?
It does.
And it's crazy
It does.
because I didn't give the takeaway the attention that I would normally give it.
Good. Very good. And that was
And
powerful what you
now
just said there.
it's growing so differently, different than what I thought it would, but I let it be what it was going to be without interrupting it and without giving it the story that I would normally give. I can't say it like I see it in my head, but yeah, that.
No,
So
you said it very well. You said it very well, and you said
then,
a point that I'm so glad you did. No, you said a point I'm so glad too. When you first start getting things, it always grows when you can't see it. Always. I got you next, Prophet Jerry. Hold on. Over the next 2 days, we're gonna this is what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna start implementing this in this community. We're gonna raise some money. So y'all get your credit cards ready. We got somebody in here in this community that needs $400 to get to their financial breakthrough to blow up their brand. They $400 short. We're gonna raise that money. And we're gonna do it over the next 2 days. Is that okay? And then when it's your turn, you're gonna probably come to me, and we're gonna do the same thing for you.
Hey, Rib, I need about 10,000. I'm just playing.
As we get bigger and richer, we'll do stuff like that too. All right. Right now, we're gonna start at 400. Okay, we're gonna start at 400. Don't matter who they is. Allow me that colloquialism. Just know that they're gonna get it. We're gonna take money in today, and we're gonna get it. Grace, put the Cash App out there. And here's the deal.
Okay.
You're activating blessings. You're more than welcome to complain and grunt. However, when it's your turn, you're going to attract complaints and grunts. They're going to be good regardless, because anything that don't hit the 400, I'm going to cover the gap. But I give all the time. I can use more blessings just because I'm greedy. Yeah, I just think everything is mine. I just think the whole world is mine, right? I just think the whole world is mine. I just do. So we're going to raise money. You're going to say, oh, no. Nope, it's somebody in this community. Y'all know them. We all love each other. So go on, put your 20, go on, put your 40s. Go on, do it. And then we'll keep a running tally. We'll keep a running. Okay, here's the right phone. We'll keep a running tally, and I'll show you what it is. We're going to do it again tomorrow, too, just in case y'all don't hit the 400 today.
Can there be a link, not a Cash App?
Yes,
not
sure it can.
Cash App.
Deanna, log into the PayPal and see if it's a PayPal.me. That'll work. Yeah. Log into the PayPal, see if there's a PayPal.me. There is one. See if we created one for it. Yeah. But if that's the case, I just rather everybody send it to PayPal. That works. That's so much better. Everybody said, thank you for that, Melissa. We're raising 400. Now, here's the deal. There's one rule about this. We're going to raise money for y'all. You got to actually be working. Yes? You got to actually be working. And then when you come up short, we going to stand in the gap. You get it? And I know Jerome already gave. Because Jerome, like me, Jerome gave this morning before he even knew about it. Jerome woke up this morning. Ooh, it's a blessing. Though. See, when you truly understand, okay, somebody just cashed that. I'm not gonna say who. Well, oh, he did. Well, it was Jerome. Okay, but we got 25. We need 375 more. 375 more. Okay. Deanna, do me a favor.
PayPal.me is in the chat.
Okay, good. Do me a favor, Deanna. If I can get you to transfer that 25 down to the savings, and then we'll move it somewhere else. Okay, just transfer it down to savings. So like Netflix, don't go get it or something. You know, we don't want Netflix. We ain't raising money for Netflix right now, amen.
Because they will take it if it's there.
Yeah, I know that's right. Yeah, we are raising money for Thomas. Thomas in the community is $400 worth. It's a big deal. What they're doing, well, I don't want to tell you too much what they're doing because then you're going to figure out who it is. Just know it is a big personal brand thing that leads them to money $400 short. Is that okay? All right. Thank y'all for trusting me. And we're going to do that. We got, now, Deanna, you gotta count the PayPal because I'm not logged in and I'm not looking. Nothing goes to PayPal. Nothing comes out of PayPal. Okay, cool. Number one, change your story. You tell yourself another. So, Ron,
Antonio?
Yes, sir.
On that note, may I do a commercial?
Sure, you can.
Tonight at 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central, we're going to be covering Word Love Plus Work by Marcus Buckingham, which we started off this conversation is you got to do the things that you don't love doing, correct?
Absolutely.
That's this book talks about how to turn that into that. And the subtitle is How to Find What You Love what you do, and do it for the rest of your life. So tonight at 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central, and wherever you are, if you're someplace else like Adonia, you can figure that out on your own.
Absolutely.
Adonia, you've been listening to the audio tape of this book. Can you give us a little your perspective?
What chapter are you guys on?
I finished
I
it.
think I'm on 5.
Yeah, I finished it. So,
What chapter are we? We're first chapter in the book. She asked where we are with the class.
Oh, we're starting the introduction. But what have you thought so far?
I'm gonna do my best to hop on. I would love to be on one of them. It's just, you're in the middle of my workday, so it's a little challenging.
We record
but I
them.
will do my best to. Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to get with Grace or someone to help me figure that out. I would love to see what the conversation's about. As you know,
So
I talked to my boss. I brought we did an exercise from the book, and it was, I had to pull teeth to get people to participate, but they did participate. So I'll take that as a win. But I love it's just really good. I think everybody should be required, whether you're in leadership or not. I think everybody should be required to read it.
Thank you for that endorsement.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. I agree with that for sure.
Thank you for putting up with my commercial.
No problem. Deanna, yes, you can do that. Plus, do me a favor. I'm going to start off the giving with $100. So now we got 125. Okay. We got 125. Okay. Deanna, you got that? 125. So we need 275 more. Go ahead, Prophet Jerry.
Yes, Bishop. While we in the mode of giving, we did not go over the crazy weird news.
We sure did
on
not.
Friday. It was busy on Friday, and so also in the midst of giving, could you run that ad so they can hear it?
Sure can.
And I was thinking about talking to Renee as on Friday, and we were saying probably a video with that.
The link for Crazy Weird
Renee says she can't see any of the old videos.
On Facebook.
On Facebook. On Megxit.
Oh, that's because we download them and save them for y'all. Yeah, we download them and save them to the cloud.
They download them and save them to the cloud, Renee.
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll send y'all a little link or something. Okay.
Yeah,
and
link.
So somebody just gave 10. Thank you so much. So now we got whatever. I forget the math now. Somebody just gave 10.
I think it's 135.
135. Thank you so much, Grace. It's so hard. So hard for me. 135. 135. Okay.
So 2 trains were coming. You had it down flat.
Oh, yeah, I had it down. I had it down. So we got 135. So we're missing 2, whatever.
265.
Yes, I will play that. Ron, others hiding behind Ron. You have limited resources because somewhere in your head, you believe that's how life works. And that's how life works for you. Now we move down to what we move laterally to what you're telling others. It comes out your mouth. Let me help y'all out. We know you by what cometh out of your mouth. All right. We got another 25. Thank you so much. Got another 25.
We're at 160.
Thank you so much, Grace. It gets so difficult. Got another 25. Thank you so much. We have 160. Look at that. Look at y'all, clap for yourselves for helping out the community. Nah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. We got 160. Okay. Got 160. Keep on going. We're gonna do it for 2 days. I ain't lying. Just get back. I'm gonna let you go home. Think about it. I'm gonna let the Lord go while you ain't give. You understand? Now hold on. I always gotta say this every time. Yes, that's the 25. That's 25 I was kind of for. I say this all the time though. Some of y'all just can't give. And we're not talking about won't give. We're not talking about think you can't give. We're talking about you got negative $43 in the bank account. This ain't your time. Let us carry you without judgment. You understand? You're just fine. This is not your time. All right, Deanna, got $5. Got a $5. It just went to cash. So 25, 30, 40 went to Cash App. So it went to Navy Federal. So 40, so 140 needs to come out of Navy Federal. There you go. 140 needs to come out of Navy Federal. There you go. Perfect. The story you tell yourselves. Listen, the way you think about money comes out your mouth. Hey, Ron, how's it going, man? I'm hanging in there. Oh. It comes out the story you're telling yourself and others. Grace, how you doing? I'm doing good. How about themselves? Ooh, man. Okay then, Grace. So life is good, but your ability to get money is not.
Watch yourself, Reverend.
You hear it? It comes out your mouth. Who you are comes out your mouth. The things that are in your heart. Can you finish it for me, Jerome? It was in thine heart.
Is what comes out of you. Tony, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but you done made me say something. On Thursday, it was either Thursday or Friday. I think it was Friday. I'm on Facebook, and I see an ad for car insurance. It wasn't for insurance. It was talking about reducing reducing how much you're paying for car insurance, and it was like, put your information in here, and they'll give you the best quote. Well, last winter in 2022, I paid my car insurance to Geico, and I'm paying it for the quarterly. I said, I think I'm paying too much money to these people. I think these people have creeped up my premium, and I ain't caught on to it. Just think this too much money. So when I got that ad last Thursday or Friday, I put all the information in. They came back and says the best company for you is USAA. And I remember when I was with the engineering company, I ran into different contractors saying, "Hey man, let me tell you, if you got insurance at USAA, home insurance contract, them dudes pay the thing, they're on top of it, blah, blah." So I already had a good in my head about them. I said, well, let me inquire some more. Let me inquire some more. So the guy called me and they said, oh, yeah. They put me in with the guy. Antonio, the dude went through everything. All of my collision, the whole nine, how to save money, blah, 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 blah. So I say, well, how much? I was paying Geico $2,400 a year. Okay. USAA, $1,200.
Look at that.
Save me $1,000.
That's a pay raise, man.
It was crazy.
That's a pay raise.
And this morning I got to call Geico and say, cancel my insurance. I just paid them. I paid them last week. $600. So I figured they'll keep $100. Not only did I get $1,000, I'm gonna get $500 back from Geico.
Yep.
And then all you asked me to do was help somebody in the community.
Yep. Yep.
That money came out of nowhere, Antonio. It didn't come out of nowhere, but the point was that I got blessed and didn't know I was gonna get blessed.
Right.
And so I'm not gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna make sure I can pay it forward so that somebody else can get blessed, and then maybe they'll bless somebody else.
No, I'm glad you said that, Jerome. Could you give me an opportunity to say something now? Because Talisha offered Deanna something. I'm going to put all the business out there. So Talisha on the phone, and then Deanna and Grace. Every 2 weeks, Deanna has to travel and like 60 miles up, and gas don't come through prayer, if you understand. I didn't know another way to say it, but you don't pray and your tank get filled up. And then she got to eat outside and she being uncomfortable. And then I had to, and that's just okay. And Talisha was like, well, don't do that no more. Just come to my house. Just come to my house. Now watch this here. I told Deanna, I was like, well, you better take it. Let me tell you, I said, you better take it. And she was like, well, I'm thinking about, I said, no, let me tell you why you take it. Because you writing a book, you're building your brand. God gave you money. See, I don't see it that way. Listen to what I just told Jerome. That's a pay raise. See, he didn't save $1,000. The universe gave him $1,000 because now he gets to keep his $1,000. So I told Deanna, I say, you've asking for abundance. So go ahead and turn Talisha down then. Go turn it down. So God can be like, oh, well, I guess you ain't ready to receive nothing else then. That's what I told her. She was like, no, I said, okay, then, right? Because if you say, oh, I'm too humble, no, then you're not going, your book ain't gonna work, your brand ain't gonna work, ain't nothing gonna work, right? Go ahead, Phil.
When it comes, it'll come so much that you'll wonder where it came from.
Where it came from. All these lean years. So then I told her this here, Jerome. I say, I'm already spending the money anyway to take care of you. We might as well put it in her refrigerator.
Okay.
You're not, I ain't saying Talisha ain't got no food. I ain't never been there. I know she got food because she ain't dead. Kind of makes some sense there, right? There's, little deduction going on there, Grace. But if she given, listen to my abundant mindset, and it just saved me money, I went, why save money? I'm still spending it anyway. Might as well spend it to where you are. Now what happens is Deanna becomes the Ark of the Covenant. Wherever she is, that house is blessed. Some of y'all won't get that reference.
Watch yourself.
Jerome and Grace do, though. You get it? You don't stop giving because you're winning. You just transfer the cup that runneth over to another cup.
Come on, Reverend.
I know Adonia gets it. That's why she blessed. She's a giver. I know Jerome gets it. You know what I'm saying? So now Talisha gets a double blessing, not because she asked for it, because she gave. Anyway, I got you, Jada. Just give me a second, man. I'm just
two-way blessing. Come on.
Blessing. Two-way blessing. I'm just trying to get y'all. Anyway, we if you could put the PayPal back out there and the Cash App back out there, we're raising money so we're 100. No, what? Grace, help me out.
Right now we're at 165, so we're 235.
We need to get to 400.
Yeah.
400. HUNNID. 400. FO. 400. This with a T now. I put a T at the end of it that time, Grace. We need to get to 400. PayPal or Cash App. We're giving to somebody in this community that's $400 away from their own personal brand breakthrough. Miss Janice just asked what's the Cash App. Good job. Keep giving. We're gonna get, if we don't raise it today, we're gonna come back and raise it tomorrow. I started off the giving with $100. Now keep in mind,
another 25 has come through PayPal.
Another 25 come through PayPal. Keep in mind now, if can't nobody raise money, a Baptist pastor can.
Okay.
So don't make me go into Baptist pastor mode, because I will. We won't leave.
You gonna pass that plate again?
What? We won't lead to his 400s. Okay, don't make me go to Baptist. Okay, nobody raise money like a Baptist.
He said, "Hold on, cue the music."
I need everybody to give me $1. That's all I need.
Everybody give me $1. If all of us give $1, amen, amen. Everybody gave $1. God is good. I want to thank God for the angel of this house. Amen. I would get in. Okay, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it until it's done. Amen. And remember, well, see, I was in Pastor Bowl and say, amen. I'm tripping. But remember, when it's your turn, we're gonna do it for
Bishop.
You. Yes, sir.
It's like ragu. It's in there.
It's in there, man. It's in there.
Can't get rid of that Baptist teacher's in there.
You know, as a bonus, if y'all remind me, I'll tell y'all the next book I'm giving to Melissa, and it's incredible. Oh my God. It's incredible. If you remind me, we're gonna live it on top of it. If you no, I'm gonna give Kofi. Kofi's not even done yet. I'm giving Melissa. You'll see. Don't worry about it. It's
Inquiring minds want to know.
It's incredible, and I'm almost done. It's incredible. So let's see.
Now you brought my name up like 3 times and a book in the same sentence. Now I'm curious what I'm publishing.
It's gonna be. You'll see in a second. Okay, I promise you. You want this book. Welcome souls to the night, to tales unknown, to shadows dancing, to the seas that are unsown. We've got 3 narrators that cut through the silence. In a raw divine dance, they always come back to. Hold on. I'm gonna change it from there. Wait. I'm gonna change it from there because I'm gonna make it a little louder. Some of y'all got different devices. Where are we at? Logic. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna change it from there. Man, I want to tell you about Melissa's new book coming so soon. I ran across a couple of, you know what? I'll just be quiet. Don't worry about it. All right, let me see. Zoom. We'll do this through Logic Pro. It should be a little louder here. Bam.
I don't know about anyone else, but I can't hear it at all now.
No, we can't hear it either.
Is it not playing? No.
No.
Yeah, it's playing, but we don't.
Yeah, we can't hear it.
Yeah.
Haters.
It's just playing for you, Antonio. That's all. It's just playing for you.
I'll play it back in the regular way then. Y'all should be able to hear it. It's mastered and stuff. But y'all should hear it. Y'all heard it over here though, right?
Yep.
Welcome souls to the night, to tales unknown, to shadows dancing, to the seas that are unsown. We've got 3 narrators that cut through the silence. In a raw divine dance, they always come back to reliance. First up is Renee Linsome with her charm and her wit. She crafts bizarre tales where shadows like to sit. Her laughter is like a guide to the wild untold. In her tales, the strange news always unfold. We've got LaVon Martin, a zestful jest. She weaves through the portal of the arts quest. Her laughter stitches in whimsical spree. In her world, all the peculiar breathe free. Then there's Prophet Jerry with quick-witted banter. His tales echo through the odysseys enter. Together they weave under the moon spree, setting free tales enchanted to cream. And then the beat drops and tales sway. Crazy Weird News is here to illuminate the way. Every tale, every dance of the harmonic trail. In each oddity, we find ourselves with infectious grooves. The world unwinds, and the symphony of these sins, true self it finds. So here's to the tales that whirl the weave in this crazy news world. We believe. So here's to Renee, here's to Levon, here's to Jerry. Their tales, they dance so extraordinary. In the dance of the strange, we find our cue, and we embrace our beat, because this is Crazy Weird News. Crazy Weird News.
Are you not entertained? I love the laughter. I love the laughter.
Snap, snap, snap.
That's
snap,
their
snap.
intro. Yes. I wouldn't go play it, but they told me to play it Friday. They just told me to play it again today. Oh, and I put that gladiator stuff in the back. Are you not entertained, right? Because Crazy Weird News and stuff like that. So that's for them. They say they love it. We'll do a little video for them. Give me some time for the video, because I got to get creative now. Because how do you top? How do I do the Are You Not Entertained? I haven't thought about it yet, because I haven't thought about it. Cool. So that's that. Jalen, ask your question, and I'll tell you what Melissa's going to get. Too crazy.
Okay.
Keep
So
giving while we talking.
Perfect. Yeah. No, first thing, I just wanted to kind of piggyback off of what you said earlier, because about learning how to receive your blessings and seeing when they're in front of you.
I'm going to teach the whole class about that tomorrow, too. Thank you so much for reminding me.
Okay. Yeah. But one thing about me is I was asking for like knowledge and guidance, right? And so I ended up going to one of my workouts or whatnot, and I didn't want to go, but I ended up going. And there was, I'd say 100 books in the trash, right? And all of them still in good fashion. And I thought to myself, I'm like, I don't trash dive. Like, that's not me. But then I think about it, I'm like, that's God giving me knowledge. How far am I going to go to get this blessing? So I'm in the dumpster going crazy right before the meeting or before the workout, getting tired, dumpster diving. But it was awesome because I brought back a lot of good stuff, and I can't wait to read them. So
that's probably the greatest story I've heard in 2023 so far.
It was fire, bro.
I love
I
everything
didn't think
about
it.
Yeah.
And then to ask the question, just give me a small bit more information about what we're doing with the PayPal and whatnot, since I came in late.
Somebody needs $400 or 200 and whatever more dollars left, whatever Grace says. They have a big, it's in our community right now. 210. We need $210 million. And if they get this $400, their brand takes off in a major way. They've done everything they can. They've done all they could. They've written their writings. They videoed their videos. They've served their time, and they're $210 short from everything they've been working on for the last couple of years. So that's what we're doing. And I started giving off with $100. That's what we're doing. And everybody's giving. We got some $5 givings. When you give $5, this is what you said. That's all I got, but Lord, they can have it. You hear me?
And that's the day in tomorrow, Jalen.
I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna be me today. But my
You
mama told me,
understand?
even if you only got $1 or a quarter, you gonna give it though.
And let me tell you, and Jerome knows, one lady walked away blessed for such an attitude.
Watch it too, mites. Okay.
The
She
dogs
gave
that
the
fall
most.
on the table gonna get them crumbs. Come on, man.
I had the long time ago. This is honestly got you. We was giving one time, and Grace only had. I said something. I must have convicted her, and she sent over the Cash App. And it said, or PayPal said 27 cents. I swear to God, it said 27 cents. And the crazy thing is, Tracy, somehow, some way, she didn't have to pay her rent for the next 3 years. All she had was 27 cents, but she ain't pay her rent for the next 3 years. We got another 5 that just came through Cash App, so that's 145 need to come out of Navy Federal. 145 needs to come out of Navy Federal. Tomorrow I'm going to teach you all about only. Gianna, do you mind? Like, I know you was going to go, but I think you need it.
Sure.
All right, we're going to retrain our subconscious tomorrow, and we only going to master. Oh, it got 20. 20 just came through. Thank you so much. 20 just came through. 165 out of Navy Federal now. 165. It should be 165. Yes. Should be 165. I can look.
No,
did
it's
100.
higher than that.
No, out of Navy Federal. Well, let's find out. It was 100.
While you're doing that, Jalen?
35, 40. No, it's 45,
Jalen?
45, 65.
What's up?
What was your prayer?
So honestly, truthfully, I've been really trying to work on growing internally, right? And my prayer was for guidance and knowledge. And like I said, then I found the books those next day. And so they're sitting right there in the other room right now.
You know what that was? That prayer? That was your prompt. And the universe was your chat GBT. So you prompt that, and then the universe gave you those books, just like chat GBT gives us the response to our prompt. That was you prompt, but the universe gave you that.
Do you believe in manifestation? Because that's what that sounds like to me.
That's exactly what that is.
Oh, definitely.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate that. That's a great way of thinking of that. I didn't think that way.
Absolutely. And that's why we got a mastermind group. Last thing I'm going to talk about, I'm going to do this in a way. I can't tell you what to receive, and I cannot. But when I used to struggle when I was in college, and Dr. Ben Blackwell helped me not struggle. And a lot of people say, Antonio, why you left the church? I didn't leave the church. I don't know why people ask me that. I didn't leave the church. I didn't leave the church. I just retired from actively pastoring. I didn't leave the church.
You know, Black people think if you ain't in that building, you done left this church. Okay.
Fair enough. That's fair enough.
Okay, but look at your private business.
Yeah. She was one of the people that counted. Yeah. When I
Okay,
said
thank
she
you.
was one of the people that counted. Yeah. Let me see. No. Nah. Did she send it through Cash App? Because
Yes.
sometimes Cash App will keep it in pending, so it'll come.
Okay.
It's probably got it dependent on her end. It'll come though. It's I hate to say the names, but yeah, it's I won't say the names because unless they want me to say the names, I won't say the names.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deanna said our balance is 220. So now we need 180.
The 180. We're gonna get it tomorrow too. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get it tomorrow too. In college, so I played at 2 churches, and technically I'm a bishop, blah blah blah. We ain't got time for that though. Just leave Prophet Jerry with that stuff. But I've always struggled in college. Do I go in the church? Do I go to the library? Because I've been good at both. And one day in my senior year, before I was going to my master's, in fact, I was trying to figure out, should I go get my master's? I'm sitting there and I'm struggling. Dr. Ben Blackwell was like, he calls me Tony. He said, you know what, Tony? The church needs scholars too. So that's what made me go inside the church with my scholarship. But I was so good at writing books, commentaries, etc., doing research, and I wasn't just good at it. It just lights me on fire way more than the church does as far as dealing with, pastoring. I've always struggled with it. So I spent 12 years. Last June was my 12th year. Me, Jerome, being me, my anniversary was 12 years a slave because I'm Antonio. Do you understand? It was 12 years a slave was the thing. And sure enough, I hit 12 years June 1st. And then I decided I'm done with that as far as actively in, and because I got something else I want to do. Well, secretly, I've been writing commentaries. That's what I've been doing. I've been writing commentaries because that pull to go back into being a scholar in the library has never left me. As a matter of fact, it's stronger than the church has ever been as far as what you understand, the ecclesiastic side, the ecclesiology side of what we're talking about. Okay. So for the rest of this conversation, when I say church, I don't mean big C. I mean the local body, just the local body. I want to write books for the big C, not the local body. Not be in the local body. So what I've done is I've been secretly writing these amazing commentaries. I haven't told anybody. But it got to be my way, Susan, because I don't know another way to be. So I'm only telling y'all this because you're being pulled in two directions, sometimes three. And sometimes you have to go in one direction, complete that 12 years a slave, because it was what you were supposed to do. So you can then enjoy what you wanted to do earlier. See, now my commentaries are well respected because of who I am. But without going that church route, I wouldn't even be Antonio T. Smith Jr. It would be impossible. I wouldn't even be here. I wouldn't even be here. God has a way, Jerome, of making your gift make room. I know Janice liked this kind of spicy talk. Okay, I got you, Jalen. So I've been writing these commentaries, but it's got to be my way, Susan. It has to be full degrees. It has to be full language, but then I got to do it in a way that's never been done before, rarely been done before, that even the lay leader goes, man, that was amazing. So it has to be in this big scholar way, but also catchy to where you say, ooh, Pastor, we got to have this for Bible study. It has to be both. It has to be both. It 100% has to be both. So it's got the footnotes, all sorts of stuff. I'll show you chapter 1 if I feel like it, and blah, blah, blah. But, so the name of the book is called Reconstruction. Just one word. It's Reconstruction, okay? This is Antonio, all right? Reconstruction, that's loaded. The subtitle is How Haggai's Prophecies Shaped Pauline Doctrine, Reconstructed God's Covenant with Israel, and Prefigured Jesus as the True Temple. All right, so there's your scholar part going on right there. Oh, yeah. Grace, Deanna, y'all get your reading voices on. I'm going to read y'all the thesis, okay? This is the thesis. And the thesis is long and extended. Let me see. Should I do the thesis or the objective? Nah, I'm just do the thesis, okay? Just do the thesis. Let's see. Grace, let's do you're going to do the thesis and the introduction. And then Deanna, you'll do the next section. So what I'm giving to Melissa is something so cold. Well, you'll see. Don't worry about it. I've already talked to a few scholars. Go ahead, Grace. Read that for me.
All right.
Okay. It just hers just came through. It just came through. Okay.
She put an R, and I told her no R.
Okay. That's
she
what it was. Okay.
Again. Yeah.
Okay then.
Okay.
Yeah. And then so that's 10 extra to whatever it is.
Okay. What we need? Now we need 162, I think. Okay. Thesis statement. This scholarly exploration aims to meticulously unravel the theological intricacies embedded within Haggai's prophecies and Pauline doctrines. It aspires to clarify the significant implications of Haggai's divine insights on the reformation of God's covenant with Israel and their foreshadowing of Jesus as the ultimate temple. The investigation probes the theological congruence between Haggai's 4 oracles and the extensive articulations within the Pauline and New Testament writings, striving to illustrate a thorough what's that word? Is it
tableau?
Tableau. Never heard of that. Of spiritual transformation and covenantal.
When I'm in scholar mode, the words go way up there.
I see. Covenantal continuity inherent in the scriptures. I can't read past tableau. What's that? I read all of it, but what's tableau?
Medley, mixture, tapestry, woven, interwoven, connected, carpet, something like that.
Gotcha. Okay. You want me to read the introduction?
Yes.
Okay. Introduction.
Gracie just showing off.
That's what it is. Okay. Keep them humble, Jerome. Where's Adonia? Introduction. The initial sections will detail the historical and socio-political environments surrounding Haggai's times and the arising necessity of his prophecies. A brief introduction to Pauline doctrines and their theological harmonization with Haggai's messages will be provided. The purpose of juxtaposing Haggai's prophecies with Pauline
means to sit side by side.
Thank you so much. Haggai's prophecies with Pauline and New Testament teachings will be clearly delineated.
Don't worry about it. Keep going.
What's delineated?
Delineated means to clearly draw a line between, through, exegete, completely have it out, set side by side. There's no doubt about it.
See, Jerome know what you're talking about, okay?
Yes.
Because he been nodding his head the whole time, okay?
Oh yeah, break it down. When you delineate, you break it down.
Okay. But that was the end of your what you said.
Okay, then Deanna, you got that one, and the second one coming. The first message and the second message.
Okay, yeah. Trinae said get the belt.
First message. Situated in August 520 BC, the first message thematically focused on rebuilding the temple for the glory of God, systematically correlates Romans, diving deep into Luke 22:20 and Genesis 17:7.
Never been done before. We're gonna talk about it in a second. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
It meticulously establishes the foundational elements of the new covenant through the sacrifice of Jesus, exploring metaphorical disobedience parallels with New Testament paradigms of spiritual revival. The consequences of disobedience, examined through Pauline parallels in Galatians, and the divine call to rebuild for his glory as elucidated.
Yeah, it actually, well, you actually defined it when you said it, but to highlight, to put a spotlight on. Keep going.
Gotcha. His glory as elucidated in Hebrews will be explored. A holistic view on the immediate and enduring impacts of this message on Israel and its consequent influences on early Christian communities will be provided, synthesizing teachings from James and reflecting on the transformative themes inherent in the New Testament. Second message. The subsequent message of October 520 BC is structured around the comparative narrative on the glory of the temple and the journeys through Corinthians and Ephesians 2, chapter 2, 19 through 22. This narrative unearths profound insights into the unblemished glory and unity in the new covenant. This exploration provides a detailed overview of the
big words. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to read them all.
Okay.
Eschatology means study of end times. I got you. Hold on. So the eschatological piece is what I was trying. It's the chip in my tooth, Grace. Yeah, I need to get it fixed. I can't. The tea won't go on my tongue the way it's supposed to. When you're missing the tooth, it messes up.
Deanna, it's your fault.
I'm taking Haggai and then saying, little short book, 2 chapters, how important it was to Paul's writings, Luke's writings, the writer of Hebrews, and how half the New Testament couldn't even exist without Haggai. Now, you don't have to know what I'm talking about. You don't have to just know that you will. But anybody who's in the church would know, Susan, that there's this idea of reconstruction, that there's something about theology that says the reconstructed you will always be better than the you that was. You don't have to listen to me. You ain't got to like it. But Jesus said you must be born again couldn't even exist without Haggai saying, and what happened in the temple pit rebuilding time.
But can I go in my mother's womb for a second time?
Yeah, right. Anyway, that's it. Just know, my Dr. Ben Blackwell, who the book is dedicated to, studied under N.T. Wright, the world's foremost Paulinian scholar, and I studied under Dr. Ben Blackwell. So just know that it's kind of why I was so passionate about all this stuff. Just know, Jerome, that the idea of what I do as a scholar is far better than anything I do as business or something, because the lineage I come from, right? The people I've studied under. So Melissa's going to have a groundbreaking book, without even advertising. Just put it up there. Reconstruction. That's just a thesis y'all would read. Y'all wouldn't even read in the book. That was just a thesis. Okay. Go ahead, Jalen. And then I'm gonna show y'all what this is gonna look like.
All right. So I I got two for you. First one is, I don't know if I missed it already, but Deanna shared a great photo yesterday, and I think if you could elaborate on what that might be, that'd be great.
What's the photo? Do you share the
Oh, well, she asked you. Go ahead.
So you had me share something in a specific group and line up with everyone, and it was a screenshot of something that you have been creating and working on for a moment.
And I'm very jealous I didn't get a copy of myself.
Here it is. This is what Rhino Leg looks like, y'all. this is all dummy data, but this is what Rhino Leg looks like. Rhino Leg is my artificial intelligence CRM. All this stuff is movable, every bit of it. E-commerce, projects, online marketing. It's got 12 more down here. User profile, authentication, corporate. It's plugging the social media. There's more too. I haven't added everything, but just know, even there's a help section. Here's a chat. This is Rhino Leg Burn chat. Calendar, contacts. All this is dummy data, but you can add, edit contacts, all sorts of stuff. Remember, it's fully powered by AI. What you're missing right now, Grace, is the whole Rhino Hub side, but that's okay. At least y'all know what it looks like. You want to add a new member? Well, Grace, let's come right here. Let's come right there.
Yeah.
And you can invite from Gmail. You can, you see it, adding user members, teams. All this is dummy data, but can y'all see it? Can y'all see it? You want to check your messages? It's right here. You want to sync a new app to it? It's all right here. You want to go dark mode? No problem. Let's go dark mode. Yeah, I'm missing it. That's all right.
I keep everything in dark mode, so I'm just too happy about that.
Yeah.
You know, me and Dee has been waiting to start breaking this.
Yes.
You have two kids here.
It's
Christmas time. Where's our toys?
I know. And then here's your team. This is where all your team gonna come in. If you got teams.
I like the dark mode.
Yeah, the dark mode. Yeah, the dark mode's nice.
That's nice. Yeah.
Here's the dark mode right here. All right, you go in dark mode. All right, if you want to get a different project, this is a project that Melissa was doing. Okay, here's the project. Here's how many tasks is done. So this is stuff that Susan's gonna love. This, right? Tasks, how many tasks and stuff like that. Task over time by year. You want 20. You want a Q4. Right? You want this. All this beautiful stuff here. Your CRM dashboard is in progress. What's on the road. Here's your calendar that you can see latest files you've uploaded, my task, any spending you've done, how much money you got in. Did they accept? Is this pending? Is this rejected? Is this approved? All sorts of stuff like that. Frequent pricings, if you got pricings and blah, 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 and stuff like that, but you're going to do what you want to do for your own stuff. Or here's your user profile. You fill out your user profile of a customer so you can know everything about them. Now, this is fly. I wish CRMs had this. This is fly. You get, so if Melissa has a customer, an author like me, she can have this for every author with a full profile.
Yo, okay, so I have a question. I see how you can do that for each person. Can you also do that for like each program or product? Because I see where it says project. So let's say I have a program that I'm doing. Always become like the Becomers annual conference.
Here's always becoming.
Okay.
No, this is the project section. Here's always becoming.
And
Here
then
is the annual project. Here's this. Here's this. Here's that. Here's that.
Okay, so I can actually keep a track of how much I have earned with that project, as well as who all is a part of that program. Is that what you're telling me I can do?
So I should take a bow right here, because yes, the answer is yes.
Take your bow.
You could do more. Let me get off that. Yeah, and you can
We
do more.
need to be breaking this program for him, and he won't give it to us.
Speaking of that, I've been listening to this program since what, like March maybe with Kika first. You said something about it.
I'm just no dummy. I'm just no dummy. I just not gonna.
He played too much.
I do.
He played too much.
I do. Just know.
But just know that's how long I've been waiting.
Yeah. Just know it's built. got me a little code and been doing a little stuff like that. So yes, it's nice. Go ahead, Phil.
When the student's ready, the teacher will appear.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're right. So it's there. It's nice, user friendly, and I got a bunch of AI behind it. And so now we see what it looks like. That's pretty cool, though, right, Jerome? That's pretty cool. That looks a lot better than what was be anticipated. So I spent a lot of time.
Antonio,
Yes, sir.
I ain't rushing nothing because there's too much that I need to do for me to worry about what you doing for me.
No, that's
Hello.
right. No, that's right. For sure. And then tasks, you got tasks to where you can do it. Oh, it's my dad. Oh, it is 10:30. Okay. Yeah, so you got tasks and stuff and all sorts of stuff. So that's basically it there. That was fun. It's coming. It's coming. It's actually done right now, but I'll put it out in a little bit. Go ahead. You did have a second.
Lastly, I know I've been kind of bugging you about it. You said you're gonna help me out with trying to find where to go to get my landing page.
Yeah, I would go to themeforest.com is what I would do. If you don't go through Grace or something.
Well, hey, if she wanted, hey, hook me up. I like to have someone else do it too. So,
But
up,
you can
Grace?
buy a whole theme. You could buy land. You can go to themeforest.net. Excuse me. I just put it in the chat. Go to themeforest.net. It's a bunch of people like me who have made some things. In fact, some of the code, some of the CSS, that just means design, I actually got from other programmers. Some one or two from Themeform. There's so much. It's Rhino Leg CRM is like 20 million lines of code, but some code I've gotten from other programmers because their design was better than mine, and I just kind of improved these designs and things like that. Now, any AI, see, it's one thing. See, the problem with Rhino Leg back in March or maybe June was it was so good, but it wasn't user friendly. Just because, think about it, it's got 73 different features. If I'm not careful, that's a daunting program. It has to be user friendly. It has to be both. It has to have this user experience and it has to have this user design that comes with it. It has to be both. And so I went to people that do UX a bit better than me. And you can get that from ThemeForest. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Just go in there and type in landing page, WordPress. I wouldn't do anything outside of WordPress if I were you. Due to the fact you don't have a coding background, WordPress makes things simple and has plugins. I would put in landing page. You could buy a landing page for $37. Just you're looking for one thing in particular. It might be said two different ways. You're looking for one-click demo import or one-click import. That's what you're looking for. You upload it to WordPress, and then with one click, you can import exactly what the website looks like. And then from that, you just change their picture with your picture, their words with your word. That's what I would do. So for $35, $45, you can have a bona fide $1,000 landing page for $65. That's what I would do. That's exactly what I would do. Right?
Say less.
That's what I do. And then now that you got the website, you can get anything from there because it's a bunch of people like me who have did that. You get me? A bunch of people like me who have did that. Cool.
So one click demo or one click import.
That's what you're looking for. That one clickness. Hello.
Thank you.
Hey, do me a favor. Call Deanna in 10 minutes because I gotta rush into another meeting. Okay. All right, let me do. Okay, the one. Let me show you. Where's the themeforest.net? You type in landing pages in WordPress. Now this is the first one that popped up. Okay, so it's 471 sales, a universal 5.7 rating. It's last been updated last month, so this is solid. And I'll just click this to save time. Here is what it is. You get customer support with it, but you're going to scroll down and you're going to look for, so it's going to tell you all this, come with the documentation. Don't worry about this. You're looking for something that's going to say one-click demo import or something like that. And you're just going to scroll down until you see it. Sometimes it's up front. Sometimes you got to get to it right here. One-click demo import. Right there. That's what you're looking for. It's always going to be visible. You just got to look for it. So now you say, okay, this got one-click demo import. Now you're going to go live preview. You kind of live preview, and they're going to show you live preview. From here, you can see demos. They have a plethora. Business demos, digital project, ebook, e-learning, fintech. What are you making your landing page for?
I want to make one for all my books, like me as an author, and then one for the sponsorships and whatnot.
Okay, so then we'll just go right here to ebook and look, start reading now. You put your book here. Look, books. Yeah. So this is the demo your import. So when you go to one-click import, it's going to give you an option, and it's going to be ebook that you're going to. This is your landing page. That's it. So this is page bolt. You're going to put your logo right here.
And then technically I can just send out my ebook to anybody from just their email, right? So I don't even have to have it like on the website.
Yeah, if y'all learn how to use this and import, you can charge $1,000 to create people landing pages, and it costs you $57.
Say less.
Yeah, look at this. This is fantastic. If I hit start reading now, then it takes me somewhere. If I hit browse ebooks, and it takes me to more than one. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. Browse ebooks. It takes me. Then, of course, you can get rid of many. They can sign up as your community. This is what I would do. I'm not trying to take money out of nobody's pocket. It's just what I would do.
No, yeah, I told him to come to you first.
Yeah,
the
reason why is because do you want to keep paying me for maintenance every month?
Because that is exactly what was going to happen. Yeah, if they do it for the company I'm with, they do everything in work maintenance and give you reports every month. And so it's going to be a monthly subscription. So yeah.
So I'm not saying don't do that. Because I mean, people like me, Jerome, and the Donia, like, man, you do it. And that's fine. You do it. But if that ain't where you at, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing it.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, then. There you go.
I'm gonna do it.
Like, I'm getting ready to pay for somebody $4,000 just to do my business credit, and I know how to do it. And I'm doing it. But I'm doing it with another company. So you on this side, you go do it over here with this company. And I need $250,000. This is what I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You pay for speed and access, but I can't tell y'all what to do. All I can tell you is if there's a Dixonet growing between me and you, Tracy, I'm just using an example, it's because I think like a billionaire. So there's a lot of things I just don't do no more. There's a lot of things I don't do no more. Just a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
Last question, because I feel like it'll help all of us in a way. Out of all the ones that they say for WordPress, which one you think would be best for the sponsorships?
Like you talking about a theme?
Yeah, because it says like corporate, creative, e-commerce. I don't know.
Assuming you were to use this one, and I'll send a link out there. But assuming you were to use this one, investment platform probably. Let's see what that looks like. Corporate sponsorship, start investing. So you could put start sponsorship, and then you could put return on investment here or something. You know, something that looks like money is what I would do. Something that looks like money, or you come back to this website and you let's see. First, grab this out the chat. Let me put this in the chat first. Bam. Now you just come back to all items. And now you type in corporate sponsor. Let's see if it's in there. Corporate sponsorship. Let's see what happens. All right. Newsletter team. Nope. Don't like any of these. So then I put money. Let's see what happens with money. All right. Just banking online. All right, corporate sponsorship. You're gonna get people to do corporate sponsorships for your brand. So then it would just be business. It would go back under business.
Okay.
It would go back under business. But you can play and search and stuff, right? But you can just come here and type in. I'll just come to this one real quick again. And this time I go to the demo that's business. And here we go. There you go. This would be sponsorships. Get this for sponsorship. Get this for sponsorships. Get this for sponsorships. Get this. It explain all your sponsorship and everything about it. All your sponsorship and everything about it. Blah 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 blah. Okay.
Awesome.
And I've got something similar to this. ATS leads page almost looks exactly like this. It's this a little different. It almost looks exactly like this. And then you go. Like I say, and let's say, man, I need to create leads for my company. All right, here's right here, lead capture. All right, name, number, email, phone number, description. It's up front, right here, up front. Borrow money, home loans, of course. So this would be borrow money, or this would be for Grace. This would be get leads, get solar, get rhino leg. It just depends. For Ken, it would be get a used car, get a new car, get solar. And it would just switch. But this is what I would do. If you're willing to put in the work and learn how to maintain your own site, but that's kind of how we start off this call. That you got to put in the work. That's what I'm do. But I can't make y'all do what you're supposed to do. I just know I like wearing Christian Dior. It's like $200 a bottle. I got it on right now.
Have you ever had bond number 9 yet?
Not yet, but
check it out. The Governor's Island one.
Okay.
And it's essential body oils too, so you spray it on the skin. I like that better than spraying it on the clothes.
I just like literally. No, I'm with you. I found the products that I put in my hair, Jerome, to keep my hair moisturized, my scalp moisturized, like $20. I gotta make money. The toothpaste I use has no fluoride in it. It's like $8 a tube. I gotta do something. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. That's all I got for you. That's all I got for you. We was trying to figure out why the hell. So I've been back in the hospital. I was trying to figure out I found out, Susan, last night why my blood pressure spiked for no reason. I was trying to figure it out. We found it out last night. I've been eating some wontons, vegetable. Well, apparently they're high in sodium. I never looked. I looked at the calories.
That and starch.
Yeah. I looked at the calories.
Now look at the ingredients. Every ingredient.
I looked at the calories. I didn't look
at the that's not the most important thing.
Yeah, somebody told me yesterday, well, yeah, you gotta look at the ingredients and use your sense. I said, well, apparently I wasn't using sense.
So you weren't test dummy, huh?
Yeah, and just so it's like, what the hell? But it didn't make sense because just last month I ain't had no blood pressure problem. No, what the hell happened in the month? Yeah, right. So it just makes sense. It's 27% of your daily sodium, so it makes sense, right? It makes sense. So now my blood pressure is back down to where it's supposed to be.
Any processed type foods that they've got extra stuff in it, there's going to be a lot of sodium in it.
Yeah, I was thinking about even making my own. I don't even like processed food, but I caught those because 13 wontons was 200 calories. I was like, okay, I like that. Help me drop this weight. But
what is it that you tell people not to put in your food? GP something.
Is it GSM?
What?
Yeah.
You talking about MSG?
MSG, yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah,
and you don't want GMOs either, but that's a whole nother story.
MSG, that's it.
Yeah, MSG. So anyway, I'm MSG, GMO, OPP, and QRS, all in my blood. That's why
you just need to eat whole food, not processed food. Whole food, whole fruit, whole vegetables.
Stuff with seeds in it.
But that's
Seeds
what
and
I've been
nuts.
eating. But
Seeds and nuts.
yeah, that's what I've been eating. But I don't really like the nuts. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, that's what I've been eating. But I stumbled across them. And I was like, oh my god, these are good, low in calories, and blah. But apparently, I didn't do right. So, but this is what it is.
I did that with something and Phil liked it. And I said, it's not coming back. Done. I didn't see that ingredient in it.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened to me. Right. That's exactly what happened to me. So for sure, everything well. So time's been well spent. Grace, your hair looks nice. Tracy, your hair always looks nice. Not to say Grace hair just always look nice. You know, Tracy ain't getting up without. Okay, you understand. Go out here, dominate, please, effectively, efficiently, move fast, move hard. I'm going to put y'all back on another challenge. Grace, give me 2 minutes. Again, this is Q4. I want you to spend the rest of the year inventing something so big. So, same thing, Grace, because I did it last year. We got rhino leg. It looks good too, Grace. Don't let them fool you. It's looking good. It's looking good. I want you all to build something so big, honestly, that if you were to do it, it would fundamentally change every single thing that you are and what you can do. It would. It just absolutely would. It's time now. It's absolutely time. You must do it. I know Deanna's off doing something. It's time. Rhino leg is going to change the industry. It is. I ain't in no rush, and I ain't taking my time either. I ain't in no rush. Oh, she on the phone with my dad. I ain't in no rush. I ain't taking no time. I ain't in no rush. I ain't taking no time. Y'all get it?
John Wooden said, "Be quick, but don't be in a hurry."
That's perfectly said. And of
Wait,
course,
one more time for the hood. Tell us again, what's the call to action?
The call to action is we're going to go back and we're going to build a company that will fundamentally change your business. Here's the deal. I didn't say, Jalen, build a good idea. You're going to build something that they're saying could never be done. That's the chance. That's what we did last. That's how Rhino Leg came out of existence. What can never be done? I didn't have an answer, but then I kept going. I didn't have an answer. And then all of a sudden, I went, what if I can automate making money for people and they never have to do anything? That's where it came from. That's where it came from. I want Rhino Leg to be a second Jerome, but better, that never takes off and always makes him money. I promise you, he won't have a single problem when his Rhino Leg is consistently just making him money for no reason. Absolutely no reason at all. Absolutely no reason at all. I promise you, it just will be that way. That was my goal. How can I create millionaires with a click of a thumb? That was my goal. That's what I'm working on. So same energy. Y'all got to do that. That's your challenge. Okay, go ahead, Phil.
Tonight, remember, love
Monday.
plus work, and then wins and challenges. That's where we all brainstorm and help each other out on where you are in your business and challenges. And Antonio, in the big picture, that's what we're doing here with this project. So we're doing what you're wishing for, but we're going from there.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. So, well, that's it from us. Grace, we got 5:30. That's tonight. And what else we doing after that, Grace?
Wins and challenges. Wins and challenges at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. So come on and join us for both. And we have a good time all the time. So we will see you beginning at 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. You're muted, sir.
I need to watch the video, Phil. I read all the data on it. I haven't watched it. I got distracted by my kids. But I did read all the data, but I need to see the opinion of all of it. So, okay. I'll get that done today. All right, now you can plan better. You can dominate. Love you, everybody.
I'm sorry. Before, what are we at with the money goal real quick?
What was we at, Grace, with the money goal?
We needed, I believe, 162. is what we need. Yeah, it's
We need
all that's left.
162.
Okay, thank you.
162. There we go. 162. So we will do me a favor, and what we're gonna do, Grace, is we're gonna send that money over today though, and then we'll just get the remainder later. Love you, everybody.
Love you more.
All right then. Y'all have a
Love
good
you.
one.